Right, Howdy Inc. is live.
Live and thriving.
Unknown Podcast, episode number 23, pregame show. I'll be
You
right back.
remembered. I did not.
Here.
Bye. I like his sweet fucking pink foam. Oh, you both have a pink foam. That's right.
Hell yeah.
I suppose I'm supposed to get the link and shit out all the sweetness.
Shit it out, man.
I'm shitting it out.
Oh, cool. We're live.
We are live.
Live.
Are you tweeting, Scott?
I'm tweeting.
Cool.
Tweet. All right, what's trending right now?
Are you gonna hashtag whatever's trending?
Sure, I usually do.
Sweet.
It's usually UFC.
I was about to say.
It's definitely
There
gonna
it
be UFC tonight.
It's UFC. There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shane texted me earlier. He's like, "You want to watch UFC?" I was like, "Nope, I'm podding."
Remember that one night we were potting and he called you because he needed your login or something to be able to watch the fight?
Yeah.
He's like, dude, I got like 20 people at the house. Quit playing.
Yeah, like it's my fault. My responsibility.
That was funny. This is 23 episode is what this is?
Yes.
Cool.
So you didn't really listen to the playlist, huh?
I did.
Oh.
I've been
Oh,
listening.
no, it's Smoothie. That's right. It's Smoothie.
I listened to it, I think, all the way through. I skipped my songs.
Yeah, because they're 13 fucking minutes long.
Hey, song fucking rocks.
Press rising.
Save it for the goddamn podcast. I hate when we go through all of our funny shit before we start.
Hey, man, it's live. The pre-show people enjoy this.
It's true.
Yeah, all you pre-showers out there, how you doing?
Does it?
Say what's up.
Other than this being live right now, does this episode as is get posted, or do you take it off, chop it up, and then put it back up?
This just stays as is.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean that's how we do our Facebook lives too. We just leave
Yeah.
the shit on there, and
Yeah.
then I doctor it up a little bit for the YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTubes.
I've been using Facebook Live to watch yours.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
me
you.
too, for the most
Yeah, no-
part.
I'll say no reason you fucking probably don't watch it because we just sit there for 10 minutes before every show bitching
Yeah.
about nothing worked.
Mm,
Then silence. Then a 10-minute fucking break because he's got to go fucking smoke in the middle of a 2-hour show. You know, what can you do? Yeah, that's
Don't be a
right.
hater.
That's right. I know you're
Fucking calling him out.
I give him shit, but it is what it is, man. He's, you know, I'm the glue that holds it together, but he's the fucking, he brings the thunder, man. He brings most of the shit we talk about.
He does bring the thunder.
Is there a tweet?
Almost.
Ooh.
There it is.
Snake. Oh, that's fucking disgusting. Did not like that.
All right.
Oh, imagine that. Fucking Smoothie is the goddamn thumbnail, as always. How does that happen? Why does that happen?
He was probably the first one to say something,
Yeah, it's my
and then it just took a screen grab of that.
It seems like YouTube's algorithm for picking screenshots is actually pretty decent. Like, I don't know how it does it. It doesn't do it like at a explicit time every time. It seems to almost like know when like two people are looking or one person at least is looking. You know what I mean? Kind of creepy. At least I feel like that because every time I go to look at our show, it has like a pretty decent screenshot. I'm like, oh, I end up changing it anyways. But end of story.
Yeah.
That was a good story, though.
Thanks. Okay.
Where did Smithy went and got a beer? In what dimension?
Probably had to swing by and beat the children.
Oh man, you beat me to it. Shit.
Yeah.
There's always time for
Unknown pod lore. There he is. Hey, send another invite to that idiot.
Oh my God.
Kidding me? I thought I was going to come back and he was going to be here.
That's why he wants.
You were wrong.
That's why he's got the green screen up now, so he can just beat the children like 2 feet away from the top.
Got it.
Maybe what you could do is like share the link with him as opposed to emailing him.
That might work. Just
You know, I just logged into my Gmail. Literally with the gmail.com. I mean, I was logged in. And in the bottom corner, I just clicked this conversation and clicked join call. So
I had an email that said you've been invited, so I clicked that and then I clicked join. Glad that we can all share how we got here.
Seems simple enough, right?
I just sit in the Hangouts website waiting for it to buzz,
Until it
make a
rings.
noise. Yeah.
That's what I do if I'm here and ready to go.
Yeah.
I
No,
wasn't.
my phone was going off as I was walking down. Like a cool guy.
That's
Because
cool.
Aaron apparently doesn't have Hangouts on his phone or something. I don't know. He's an idiot. I'm gonna punch him in the mouth when he gets in here. If he gets in here.
Ooh.
Yeah, right in the fucking mouth.
Messages. Come on. Okay, let us know anything, and I didn't get one. Paste. There, Aaron. It's in our Twitter. Click on it there. I don't know if that'll work or not, but it's there for him. It's there for the taking. Shit. And one more separate invite.
Next year we should shoot for 5 end of the year episodes.
Yeah, no, this should be like starting October 1st.
All right, it's the end of the year countdown. It's the final countdown.
2 full months of it.
You guys should really just get one more in before the end of the year.
Yeah, we'll just Monday just record one more episode.
I mean, everybody has Tuesday off. Come on. Oh well, that'll be the new year, I guess.
Yeah.
Never.
Here, he just sent you the email that apparently is his primary. It must be different from the other fucking one he had.
You forgot that password too.
I don't know. I want to fucking stab him in the mouth.
That's the one it is. I just told him that.
Oh, I don't know.
Did it? Oh my gosh. He said, "Is it Mr. Sir?"
He's like an old man.
It said, "Is it Mr.
Can't
Sir?"
figure out
666?"
technology.
And I says, "No, it's Mr. His 666." So then he sends me Mr. His 666 at gmail.com.
36 Mafia.
Gosh.
Did you listen to your ICP record yet, Kyle?
No, I actually haven't.
We're going to talk about that. You gotta show your gift.
I will. Oh yeah, let me get it.
For the second time. There he is. I can't hear you. Oh, I can barely hear you.
Talking.
Oh, there it is. There's that
up,
high
man?
quality sound.
Maybe you could like turn a light on or something.
No, keep it creepy as shit.
Keep it sleazy.
I'm worried about my quality, and he won't even just turn on a fucking light. Let's do it.
All right.
That's that. I don't know. Okay.
Oh God.
Episode 23. Yes.
Episode 23. You want to bring in the final episode of 2018?
For 2018. Sure, why not?
Rock that bitch.
Let's
Fuck that
do
bitch.
this. And all right, say something real quick. I just want to make sure it's picking up on both.
Titties.
There we go. That's perfect.
Titties.
All right, let us pause for 5 seconds, starting now.
What is up? What's up? Hey, it's episode 23 of the Unknown Podcast. I hope you enjoyed that awesome intro.
I did.
We're here to fuck
That was
shit up
great.
and talk about the end of 2018 again. Tonight, it's me, your host, the one you know the most, Mr. Scott, the Thought. I am also joined by my sexy co-host, Brandon,
What's up, everybody?
my slightly less sexy co-host, Smoothie,
I resent that.
Nice.
the sexiest man in the room, Kyle Kesey.
Yep. I'll
Kesey man.
Thank you.
And then there's Aaron.
What up?
We're all here to fuck shit up.
If we're
Yeah.
talking sexy, though, the sexiest brother Christmas card of all time is you two.
Definitely.
Yeah, love it. I love it.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait to bust those out every year.
Yeah, those
Favorite
were there are a couple of them that were a little uncomfortable to take, to be honest.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They were
They're all pretty uncomfortable to look at. That's for damn
Yeah.
sure.
yeah, you could see a little discomfort in my face in a couple of them.
But they're great.
Not in mine.
Hilarious.
Not in mine at all.
I know Aaron can own that for whatever reason.
I loved it.
He looked like he was really enjoying everything. He's like, his hand
It was very fun.
All right,
It was
so
one of the hardest laughs I've ever had in my life.
yeah, that was pretty fucking hilarious. All right, we gotta top this show off with our shot. I still have my fireball here. What else we got going on?
I got my fireball.
Oh, you didn't go with the honey. I
That's
told you to
second.
mix it.
I'm
Come
not
on.
mixing it, but that's second.
Honey and cinnamon, go perfect.
Might be all
Probably
right.
not though. I don't know. I
I'll
was just trying to fuck with Smoothie's head. That's all.
do that somewhere that's not on the show live.
All right, Brandon, what you got?
I got some Fireball.
Oh shit! In his ICP glass.
That's right.
love it. Whoop, whoop.
Kyle, you got fireball too,
Yes, sir. I'm ready to roll.
and
Holy
there's
shit.
Aaron's ceiling.
I'm
Over
grabbing, I'm grabbing a shot.
Oh, Aaron's getting a shot, so I guess we gotta wait.
All right.
So anyway, what's up, guys?
Let's keep waiting for Aaron.
I just pulled mine out of the freezer too. I took your advice. And
Oh yeah, you
Hell
don't
yeah.
want lukewarm. You don't want room temperature liquor,
it feels-
especially cinnamon liquor. Liquor.
It wasn't bad. The tequila was
The killer. Well, you put like a shit ton of ice in that though.
the
At
second time.
least
It's like the first time I tried a
you had a shot on the rocks.
little expired lemon juice.
Aaron, what do you have?
It's a Southern Comfort in a Ninja Turtle glass. For my
Glass.
son's birthday today. It's got a metalhead sticker on it.
Cool.
Right
Pretty
on.
sick nasty. All right, let's do this.
Clangers. All right.
Num 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 num.
Oh, so much better when it's cold.
I'm drinking England.
You're
Oh,
drinking-
there we go.
don't be
Yeah.
afraid.
Smoothie, what you got?
I am going with this. I posted one of these on Instagram the other week. This New Belgium
Nah.
Fire, bourbon barrel ale, collaboration with Knob Creek. So it's 9% alcohol per volume. It was pretty good. The one I had the other week.
Damn.
That is good.
Crack. I'm going to pour it in the glass. All right.
Oh, we're gonna watch you
Oh yeah.
All
you
right.
can watch the
straight down the middle.
Oh,
Here-
yes. Here we go. Do it.
Here we go.
All right. Anyone
Has
want to
it been
describe
pointed
this
out
pour?
that Smoothie hung the green screen?
Oh,
yeah, well, I guess we'll bring that up now. Yeah, because he knew that we were gonna berate him if he didn't.
Oh, I was ready to bust his balls.
He knew.
I
He knew
forgot
better.
about it.
Oh, look at that! Smoothie could pour. He poured that really well. Look at the head on that.
There you go.
Very
looks
nice.
delicious. It's all
Nice.
ambery and shit.
It is. It's delicious. I did like this, but it was $16 a 6-pack. Luckily, one of them got damaged, so it ended up in our mix of 6. Grab a couple of them.
That doesn't sound all that lucky. I don't want a damaged beer.
Well, no, because then I was able to get it for $2.50 a beer. So as opposed to
Okay.
16, so I got 3 of them.
Oh, you did the math.
Yeah, it's
Oh yeah.
Aaron, what are you doing? Are you adjusting your fucking antenna in your head? What the hell was that?
Yeah, there's on my Bluetooth.
Oh, okay.
Which is
Top quality shit. What are you drinking? You got any? What are you drinking?
Cherry Coke with a little bit of Southern Comfort in it.
A little bit of Southern Comfort.
That's
Kyle.
Yes.
I got myself, just like Brandon, I got a Yingling.
Oh, nice.
Guess what? Guess how I got this.
Someone
I'm gonna
brought it
guess
to your party.
Somebody left.
So I'm gonna crack it right here. And then hold on, wait, before we cheers, I'm gonna pour it in this Pickle Rick ceramic mug.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
I got Scott a Pickle Rick for Christmas.
Yeah. He certainly did.
Everybody did.
Oh, tell him the other thing I got you.
He got me a fucking Steven Seagal CD.
Fantastic.
Songs
That
from
is
the
awesome.
Crystal Cave.
Oh, that sounds great. I would love that.
Dude, it's
Wait.
on Spotify. It's so bad.
Oh, I need to hear that.
What kind of music is it? Is it rap? Is it that?
I
No,
wish.
like-
I fucking wish it was rap.
It's like dude guitar stuff. And there's one song that's like a reggaeton song called Strut. It's the worst. He's singing about like the punani and shit. It's really bad.
Yeah.
Now is this a newer CD?
I was like, what year is
No.
this
Oh
from?
no, this is old. This is from like the early 2000s.
Still fantastic though.
That it is.
Hey, maybe that'll make your top album of 2019.
It's not how it works, Smoothie. You already fucked that shit up.
Yeah, it does. It works like that.
Uh,
In the fiscal year, you can use movies 2003.
Apparently.
I was going
You just-
insane listening to that. It was driving me nuts.
Listen to Smoothie put things on his list that were not from this year. Yeah, it was something else.
All right, so we already talked about it on the last final episode.
Hey,
Where my goals are, and our goals, I think we're collectively to be more
guess I would just-
on top of our stuff with the
goddamn you, Smoothie.
knowing what we watched and what we've listened to and all that good stuff.
So anyway, my beer is a Dogfish Head. It's it's a pale ale. It's a
Oh yeah,
Grateful
that's a
Dead
good
one.
beer.
Yeah,
I got that because my dad was up here last week and he didn't drink. I think he may have had one of them. Son of a bitch.
is that any good? So we have
Tastes like a pale ale. So if you've had a pale ale, you've tasted this. A
fantastic.
little hoppy. That's good. I like it. I'll drink.
Do you give one to your pale ale?
Get the fuck out of here. So, how are we saying goodbye to 2018 this week?
What else is there left to say?
I don't know.
It's
Smoothie wants to dwell on our year
No,
of
it's not.
podcasting.
Listen,
He wants
I
to
mean-
circle jerk our own podcast.
you know what? I know it is the year end. It's not necessarily a year end episode. It's just our last episode of 2018.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Good.
all right.
But we can
All
talk
right,
about
that's fine.
whatever floats our titties or something. I don't know.
All right.
The one
Do you
thing
want to talk about that playlist?
hold on. We'll get to the playlist.
All right.
One thing, and it's good that Aaron's here too, because I'll definitely appreciate you. Probably saw it. I saw this little trailer on Christmas Day for this movie called Us
Yes.
by what's his face, the dude that did Get
Jordan
Out,
Peele.
Jordan Peele, and I can't wait to see that. One, I was
Oh,
hooked
it looks sick.
when they started with I Got Five. Like I didn't know where it was going. I didn't even realize it was commercial. I was like, what is they're playing I Got Five on it, and this like whatever this is or this commercial. I didn't know it was a trailer for a movie. But I love
Right.
how they did throughout the whole trailer. Then they slowed it down. They maintained the whole
They-
for I Got
Yeah,
Five.
they made I Got Five on its own ominous.
It was fantastic. So, did anybody else see that trailer?
No.
No, I haven't.
I didn't bother
You
watching.
guys are, oh my God, you guys are lame. Get with it.
Get with that.
I heard of it, but that's
the movie
it.
looked really good.
I'm sure it will be good. I like Get Out. I didn't bother clicking on the link to watch the trailer.
Make sure that's your homework for today, or maybe how we're feeling at the end of the episode.
You want
Maybe
me to-
play it here.
I'm just gonna play it on the episode.
Yeah, we'll do it at the end of maybe at the end of the episode. We'll see how the spirits are flying, and
We will completely have forgotten about that by the end of the episode.
you're probably right. So that just mark that down as your homework to check out that trailer.
Put it in the show notes.
I'm looking forward to that. Definitely.
I will definitely remember to do that.
Good.
That's so now. If we want to graduate onto the playlist, we can jump right into that.
All right.
Whatever you want to talk about. I didn't really have anything besides that this week.
Let's
so-
get to the playlist later. That's like really about the only thing we've actually got to talk about, I think, right?
Yeah. So we
Pretty
can.
much.
Who saw Into the Spider-Verse?
I did yesterday.
I have not.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, yeah.
Me and you, Aaron.
That's a movie you got to see. It's really awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks amazing. I want to take the kids, but haven't got around
Oh
to
yeah,
it.
it's super good, and there's
It's really
lots
good.
of stuff that you wouldn't expect in it. I mean, it's really funny too.
I love that. Again, it's good that Aaron's here today with Dinosaur Dracula. You notice he posted whatever that popsicle
Yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah, and that's from his it's right before Dinosaur Dracula. That's from X Entertainment, and I've been reading that site since 2001 when he first started,
Wow.
and I've been following him since then. I mean, that's really cool that it is. If you're not in the know, in the beginning of the movie, there's they do a jokey, quick origin story synopsis thing, and it gives all these examples of weird shit that Spider-Man's been in, and one
Yeah,
of them
you know what it honestly reminded me of was Deadpool. I think they were really
A
going
little
for
bit,
that
yeah.
that fourth wall breaking shit.
But anyways, one of them says he was a popsicle, and then this freezer burn melted fucking Spider-Man popsicle thing. That was actually a picture that Matt from Dinosaur Dracula took way back in 2003. So it was pretty neat. They actually asked him permission to use it and everything.
That's pretty cool.
Sweet. So anyway, yeah, the movie is fucking awesome. I didn't expect to like it as much as I did. It was kind of more of a kids movie, but it was also it had
Dude, I don't know what it is,
they
but kids
kill
movies
people
lately
in
have been
it.
killing
So.
Dude,
So-
it's brutal. Some of the stuff in that movie is really brutal. They kill more than one person.
Brutal.
Several.
Yeah.
And they're characters.
But it's one of the most visually amazing movies I think I've ever seen. It's definitely one of the
dude.
best looking animated movies I think I've seen in a long time.
Did that come out in 3D?
Yeah,
I
it did.
I watched it in standard def or standard
Yeah.
or whatever, and I was like, you know what? If this was in 3D, I would have shelled out extra for it. Because that movie looked like it would really pop in 3D for real.
Yeah.
Animated movies always look better sometimes.
Yeah.
Like the Pixar movies look really good in 3D.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to checking that shit out.
I'm looking forward to
Yeah,
seeing it on your
super
Plex soon.
Yeah, me too. Probably the first time I'll see it.
And make sure you stay for after the credits too. There's
Stay
a really
for-
funny post-credit scene.
The Stan Lee show up.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he's in it, and it's sometimes his cameos are corny. This one is pretty funny though.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good one.
Awesome. So Spider-Verse definitely one to check out in 2019.
Oh, definitely, 100%. It was one of my top movies this year. If I hadn't, really glad I got to see it before the year end, so I can put it in my top 5. Super good.
Catch us up real quick. What is your top 5 movies for the year? Can you just name them off like that?
If Room's not
I
number
think
one,
I can.
Number
Upgrade
1 is
is
2001: A Space Odyssey. Number 2 is Evil Dead.
Upgrade, Spider-Verse, Terrifier, The Ritual, and probably Infinity War, either Infinity War or Incredibles 2.
Right on.
Nice.
Terrifier was a really, if you guys haven't seen it, it's a really brutal horror movie.
I never even heard of it.
Yeah, I haven't
It's on Netflix. The character is Art the Clown, and he's been in actually a couple other movies, All Hallows Eve, and then there's another movie that I haven't seen that he's in, but he's such a creepy character. He's like this really evil-looking clown that's like legitimately terrifying.
No, okay, sweet. I'll definitely check that shit out.
Yeah, it's violent as fuck.
What's the name of it?
Terrifier.
Is that on any of the streaming things or?
Netflix.
It's on Netflix right now.
Is that a Netflix original? Did you say is that a Netflix original? Or?
It's not a Netflix original. I
It's just exclusive to Netflix right now.
What? There's a what? I think it's Fangoria made it.
It's got cool cover art.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on
does.
that. But yeah, one like a horror website or
I follow
Maybe
Fangoria
it's
on
more- I
everything,
can't
and I don't
remember.
think I remember seeing them say anything about it.
yeah, I'm probably wrong on that. It was an original made by I think like a website or something. It's really cool though. It's a really
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Awesome. Real quick, did we touch on my last week annex
Which ones?
with the yeah that live video and the whole day? That was a blur to me last Saturday.
Okay, that's all we can talk about. How was everybody's Christmas and all that shit? And
Yeah.
yeah,
All right, so I'm going to jump right into that. And Scott,
do it.
unfortunate opportunity to listen to Drunk Smoothie.
Oh God, that's what you're talking about. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, so my Christmas was good. I had a nice breakfast or brunch with my friends or with our best friends, and then I ended up going to the bar in my sloth pajamas and getting wrecked. And Scott started.
You were in what? Sloth pajamas?
Yeah, I let me see if I can put my leg up here. See those?
Oh, those are pretty sweet.
Yeah, I went to the bar.
Legitimately something I would wear.
I
yeah. I'm kind
I
of
went
shocked
to
you
the
don't have
bar in those and had a darn
it.
good time.
Shameless.
The bar is not the top notch type of establishment anyway. I was okay.
I mean, if it's the kind of bar you go to in your sweatpants, I kind of got that.
These are pajama pants. We had brunch.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're
I
right. I'm
crushed-
sorry. I didn't mean to just smirch
Step
the
down
name
from
of your
your
pajama
sweatpants.
pants.
I crushed 3 of those Miller High Life 24
shit.
ounces. So that was the 6-pack there. And then we were out of, well, we killed the vodka that we had for our beer mosas with the Free Will, one of their
You put
beer.
vodka and beer together? Is that what I'm hearing?
No,
Beer-mosa?
no, that was beer and orange juice. The vodka was
Oh,
for,
okay.
what was the vodka for? I don't know. There was just vodka and we finished that as well.
God.
And that was like by noon. And then me and my buddy, we went to the bar like we always do to get like a 12-pack, but that lasted until 6 o'clock.
Dude, if I can be a fly on the wall for that. Holy
Mhm.
fuck.
It was,
Just getting up with people talking to him about the Switch and about,
it was,
Axe Murder
Thanks.
Boys.
I didn't, there was no, I mean, there was no ICP talk, unfortunately.
See, the way I see it is like Smoothie sits down like at the bar next to somebody and just like looks at him and like, you ever listen to the Unknown podcast?
I do
Super.
I do push that. I'm like, I do a podcast, you know.
Get up on karaoke night and fucking just stand there. Listen to my podcast.
But that was a night. That was fun. I don't do that often. But
Hey, I mean, shit, dude. By the time you were done,
it was only 6 o'clock, and I was out by like 7. I know we ordered food, and we were going to watch a Christmas movie together. And I was falling asleep while eating my chicken cheesesteak, and then Casey and
Jersey
Howard, they're just like, no, it wasn't Jersey. Did you say Jersey Mike's? No, it wasn't that. It was a local place. But I started dozing off on the couch and he got tired of hearing me snore, so I went up to bed and I woke up at like 2 o'clock and but still feeling it. And I thought I lost my wallet, so I went out in flip flops, put my jacket on, and I'm retracing because the bar is right at the top of my street. So I'm out there with my iPhone looking to see if I can find my wallet. Here I had it on the basket, and I opened the basket and it fell behind it. It's like, oh, there it is. All right, good. So I didn't lose my wallet, so that was good.
Jesus, man.
It was a good time. It was
a fucking wreck.
It was a good time.
What were you drinking?
Just beer. Like, aside from the little bit of vodka, yeah, but we didn't do like at the bar. It was just Miller Lights, and they were just afloat.
Shotgun vodka bottles.
Oh,
You need a good day like that every once in a while.
it was, and I was pleasantly surprised that, because I guess I passed out by 7 o'clock, that I felt okay in the morning. I think I had slept it off enough. So that was a good time. That was my Christmas in a nutshell.
Merry Christmas.
Well, that was before it, and then we went to my family's house and I had a good time there, and I was drinking some wine because I was a little tired out from the beer up until Christmas, but now I'm back in the beer game again. But I do enjoy some wine. And
but at one point you post in our little chat that we got going that says that you are ready to pod. You're drunk and ready to pod.
I did.
And then you changed that real quick. But then you decided to hop on Instagram Live. Do you remember doing that at all?
I do. I did delete it.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I wish I would have saved it before I deleted it.
No shit.
But like,
That's fucking unknown pod lore that you got rid of. That's like
that makes
your own Wikipedia page soon. You know that, right? With all your lore.
I tried to make a Howdy Inc. page a long time ago, and they told me I couldn't do it.
You weren't cool enough.
It said that it was just
pay them
promoting
$3 or whatever. And they were
said it was just I was just trying to promote my own thing, that it wasn't of any substantial whatever.
I mean, who's the judge of that? Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Zuckerberg. You know
Wikipedia. I don't think.
I'm like, I got like 15 years of fucking web history and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you, Zuckerberg.
Oh, speaking of history, and
I think I got the name for the episode.
Speaking of Howdy Inc. and lore, it was awesome to see that Howdy Radio flyer from.
I love that flyer. Like, I don't know what it is, but I think that's like my favorite thing I've ever photoshopped.
That was a beautiful one.
Shit out of it. That's for sure.
Pulling it back up here.
Do you have any?
I have it on that green screen behind you or something.
Oh, that would be cool. Brandon, do you have any videos of Dark Carnival Wrestling?
Yeah.
Where are they, and why are they not on your Plex or the Google Drive?
Yeah, they could be.
They should be, and they will be. They'll be on our Instagram and everything.
We had a laugh so hard.
Yeah, I would love to watch that. Ours is called RSW, Ruthless Scrub Wrestling.
Yeah,
we have a few videos up on YouTube. I'm usually the commentator on it though.
It's at this point where I wish that we were big enough to have merch, and I would definitely want to replicate your fucking Dark Carnival Wrestling
t-shirt,
man. Dude, that made me laugh so hard. I was laughing.
Good.
Be fucking perfect.
Definitely need to make Unknown Podcast. Find that font and make the same thing with Unknown Podcast.
Yeah. I don't know how you find that font.
So I can't remember when
time
that
travel back
was
to
made.
1999 to do that. Sorry, go on, Brandon.
That's all right. I can't remember when the shirt was made because we did that off and on for the late 90s to early 2000s, and I sent it to everybody that we used to wrestle with, and nobody remembered the shirt whatsoever, so I can't remember when it was made. Nobody else has one, so I have no idea.
You're the only one with that shirt?
Yeah, apparently.
Wow. Son of a gatekeeper. That's great. That's so cool.
Should have wore it to the Guar concert last night.
Yeah.
No, you can't. That will be worth something someday. You don't
it would have
want to do
washed
that.
out.
So funny.
What everybody get for Christmas? Anything fun?
I got more games for myself on the PlayStation Store.
Good. Build that library.
I'm doing exactly what I didn't.
What'd you get?
I got Grand Theft Auto 5,
I want to play that. I still
You
have.
should get it.
a couple of shooters.
Get it on the PlayStation because that's where I have it too.
Oh,
We could all play it and get murdered by 11-year-olds in the middle of nowhere.
You know what? The more and more I play with, I said this last episode, the PlayStation 4, I freaking love it. I love just a little. I'm
Pretty freaking great.
I'm a flashy guy. And when I was playing Grand Theft Auto 5, I love how the lights and the mic on the remote, like when you're being chased by cops, they flash like cop lights, and you hear the siren coming from the controller. I think that's
my main complaint about the PlayStation 4 is the battery life of the controllers is pretty atrocious. It doesn't last that long.
Maybe I'm not playing enough, but I mean,
You're
I don't.
not
I
a
don't
true
see-
game.
I'm probably not.
I'll tell you what. I'll speak to the effectiveness of those batteries. I got a PlayStation 4 this year too, and it was like second hand, and the fucking charger. Like I charged the controller once, and then it would not charge anymore. Like from the plug.
Oh, really?
I don't know what the fucking problem was, but
So
but
how
the
do you
point
charge it?
well, I did. I thought I was every time I plugged it in, and I found out it wasn't. But the point is, I played through the entirety of God of War without charging it. I don't think once.
Really?
Yeah, it like started dying on me toward the end, and by then I had finally bought like a new charging dock where I could plug it in from the bottom. But
Yeah.
but anyways, yeah, it lasted quite a while for me, and I was playing God of War like at least 2-3 hours a day there for a minute.
Yeah,
Sounds like Scott's a big old liar.
I have two
agenda?
controllers. They both last
you with-
probably about
are you
5
big
hours
with-
each.
Are you with big Microsoft or
Shut
big
the fuck up,
Nintendo?
Aaron.
That's what you're
I-
with.
I will say. What other games?
Hell up.
I did. I also bought Black Ops
Yeah,
4
what-
again.
Or you had Sega's Pocket.
Oh, you rebought?
For the PlayStation 4. Yeah, I had. To.
You're jumping over exclusively, aren't you?
It's like I still like the Xbox One, but I'm leaning for exclusives. But I like playing on the PlayStation 4. I like the controller. I like the way it feels, and like I said, I like the lights. I like the different when they change different colors on me. Like even like in Black Ops, it changes orange when the game's loading. Like the Black Ops logo. I was like, that's awesome. I like that.
Sweet. Did you get any other games besides those two?
I got some old like sports games. I got like NBA 2K7 or 17, NHL 16, I think Madden 15 or something like that. Just because I like every once in a while to play a game, but I don't really care about the
I need to get a hockey game on there. How much was the hockey game?
like $4.
Cool.
I went with the cheapest ones I could find, and they had buy one get one, so I ended up paying $8 for the 3 games, the 3 sports
That's cool.
games.
Whoop whoop.
Boop. So that was my Christmas gifts. What did everybody else?
You know, gift cards and shit. That's basically it. And what Aaron got me. That was it. I got an Amazon gift card. I got a couple of Xbox Live gift cards.
What'd you buy with those? Oh, Xbox Live or Xbox Points?
Well, it's just money towards anything on Xbox Live.
Oh,
They
you
don't
haven't
have the
spent them yet?
points.
I can't wait. When
I did.
it.
I already did. Yeah, I got Far Cry 5, the new the Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and for whatever reason I got Quantum Break because it was $10.
Cool. I think that's on
made
Game
by
Pass.
I don't have Game Pass. I should. Yeah, that game is made by the people that made Max Payne and Alan Wake, so I really wanted to play it, but I just never justified spending $60 on it for whatever reason. So now it's $10 and I bought it. And I have not played it yet.
Nice.
I played Far Cry 5 and that game's really cool.
I seen you were playing that earlier. I got $20 in Microsoft points, and yesterday I bought Batman Arkham Knight, and because that's the only one I haven't played, and I bought the Unravel 2-pack because I think Brandon recommended it, and I
That's
saw
a
you
cool game.
and I watched
I
like
thought you
the
were playing
trailer
the
on it.
second one.
Yeah, that was because that one's 2-player. I could play it with my kids. Like me
Yeah,
and Kennedy
I
were
was thinking
fucking
about getting
slamming
that.
on it.
I played the first one because it's on EA Access.
Is it fun?
I mean, it's fine. No, it's fun. It's just there's not a whole lot to it. It's just
Yeah, it's a
really
pretty
simple
short game.
puzzles,
Yeah,
but it's fun.
It won't take a lot to get through it, but
I'll
It's
check it
more
out.
it's not
like
it's not a
relaxing.
$60 game.
Yeah. I spent $9, I think, on the pair of them.
Yeah, you'll easily get $9 worth of fun out of the games for sure.
Yeah.
Especially with the 2-player option.
We got a PSVR for Christmas.
Oh, did you?
And my kids have been playing that, and I got Tetris Effect for that, which because I heard it was amazing. But it's just fucking Tetris.
Yeah.
VR. I mean, it's really not that incredible, but and then
How dare you say that about Tetris?
I mean, it's fun.
Tetris from the future.
It has.
I got Tetris for Nintendo for Christmas.
I have heard people talk really highly about that Tetris game on PlayStation. I mean, if it's Tetris, what else can there be?
They play like soothing dubstep behind it while you play. It helps.
Hell yeah.
But there has been a lot
work
of
in
different
VR?
kind of Tetris games that have been fun. But like I looked up this one just a couple days ago, and you're right. It's just like it's not anything different except for like a flashy background.
Yeah. I mean, it looks cool. I paid $20 for it. Not a big deal, but
how does Tetris work in VR?
How do you control it?
Yeah.
I don't have Move controllers. I just use the controller just like you would on a regular old original Game Boy. You just push down and hit the button to turn the fucking shape. It's the same shapes.
Yeah.
Nothing's
so it's just like in your face. And
it's just like if I look over here, I can't see Tetris anymore. But I mean, it's right here. But it has like there's like cool graphics and sparkles and shit all around you, which it's neat. But
it's just Tetris.
I wish I would have. In all honesty, I would have. If I would have spent $10 on it, I'd feel better. But $20 is still kind of high, and it retails for $40.
Now talking about the PlayStation VR, a while back, I made a video mocking it. On my YouTube channel, but I've been, of course, because I'm on PlayStation's nuts hard, I guess.
Of course,
was considering getting that. The Move controllers. Do the Move controllers work? Because I have
stand for nothing, Smoothie.
I do not.
Going back and forth here on that PlayStation nuts.
But the Move controller? I mean, Kyle, you don't have the Move controller. Are they the same ones for the PS3? There's nothing different.
Yeah, you can literally use your PS3 ones on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have 4 of those. I mean,
yeah.
Well, I'm halfway to
Got some dildos sitting around.
Yeah, they're like, I mean, use a pair of them $60. That's the only reason I haven't bought some already. But luckily, all the games I have don't need them. But there's a lot of the number one game I want to play on it is Beat Saber. And
I've heard that's really good too.
And you need Move controllers for that. But that fucking game looks incredible.
Dude, I've seen gameplay footage of people that like modified their controllers to look like lightsabers, and it looks
that's so tight.
It looks awesome.
Yeah, that game looks incredible. And I heard Super Hot is really fun on there too.
I played that on just regular Xbox and it's fun, so I can imagine in VR it's good.
Yeah, it depends. Like I found out today or yesterday when I had a Best Buy gift card. I went and bought the stupid. I wish I wouldn't have bought it, but it's a Paranormal Activity VR game. I was like, oh, cool, a scary game. This will be fun to show people. Which it is pretty fucking scary. But
oh, really?
The controls are clunky.
Licensed anything is usually bad, and licensed for
it's like it literally moves like this, like when you move, like. You don't. It's not. You could put it on smooth, but when you put it on smooth scroll like this,
how smooth? It's smooth.
Yeah, it's almost as smooth as smoothie. But what's annoying is when you put it on smooth, like you don't move your head, so it gives you me at least a really weird like sick motion sickness feeling because it looks like your head's moving, but it's not. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh yeah.
Sick. I had to stop playing like within 5 minutes of putting it like that.
So now is that an actual? You said that's actually a licensed like Paranormal Activity.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks. I mean, it looks like a fucking dumb. Like it should be a demo. You know what I mean? Luckily, I didn't spend real money on it, but
yeah. And I mean, that would be the horror franchise that would loan itself the best to like a VR thing.
Yeah,
like that, or maybe like a Nightmare on Elm Street game.
Yeah,
that would be or something. That would be pretty cool.
Or Brain Scan.
Oh my God, no.
No, they should make a Blair Witch game in VR.
That would be fucking
Brain
like
Scan.
any of those.
Tell me you wouldn't buy a Brain Scan VR game.
I would have to.
I'd buy it in a second.
Fucking disc.
Brandon would buy the game before having the VR shit, so
Yeah.
just to have it.
That movie is
Case.
not great. It's
I
got
love
Eddie
that
Furlong
movie.
in it.
Awesome
It's an
movie.
evil video game movie.
Very cool movie.
Sweet.
I don't hate it or anything, but it's actually pretty good for like a 90s horror movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's a terrible movie, but it's good.
Is it worth watching?
Yeah, it's entertaining.
Yeah. Like if you
Yeah,
haven't seen it,
definitely.
I would
I
definitely
would say
say
watch it at least once.
Is it on your Plex?
Yeah.
It's pretty corny.
Not on mine.
It's on mine.
It's on Brandon's. Yeah. I mean, I remember
Eric
watching
knows.
this. I remember watching this movie with mom and dad when I was like 12.
See, I had my
dad's choice, of course. My father, who loves watching like super uncomfortable shit, making us watch it, just subjecting us to
He's
it.
really bad at choosing movies
I watched.
for
I had to
people
watch.
being around.
Have you guys ever watched Antichrist, the
Yeah.
Lars von Trier movie? Yeah, my dad picked that movie, and I watched it with my mom and dad. As my mom is like begging him to turn it off. My dad is just sitting there, just not. If you fucking putting her on the pay no mind list.
But do you do that? Do you like watch like crazy shit with your kids in the room and shit?
Not really. That's a lie.
Like
Sometimes they
questionable
do.
shit?
Your children have watched Aqua Teen with you, so yeah, kind of.
I mean, it's on, but they're not like.
You don't turn it
They're
off.
just like in and out of the room or whatever. And
Yeah.
that's usually me like doing the dishes or something or
Eric
folding
just drops
laundry.
his tire.
I mean, when my oldest, she's 12 now, but when she was like 8 years old, she watched the entire series of Family Guy, American Dad, and Cleveland Show, like back to back to back. Which there's some pretty questionable shit on that. You know?
I mean, we watched South Park when it originally aired
Yeah.
in
Yeah, I was
1997.
eight,
with
I
our
was 8
parents.
when that came out.
And I was
that's
9.
true.
So
I was I was around that age.
Man, thanks for making me feel old. I was in college when that came out.
Yeah, well,
I was like 13.
as a reminder, you are old.
Womp womp womp.
Yeah. But I mean, back then, like Beavis and Butthead was risque, and that's
Yeah.
like that. They literally don't even say bad words on that show. You might
I
say
was not allowed to watch Beavis and Butthead. Like, it was not happening in my house.
we weren't allowed
We
to
did.
watch that, but we weren't allowed to watch Red and Stimpy for the longest time. I don't know why.
Parents are stupid.
Well, I think it's because mom thought it was really, really just too stupid that it was just gonna brain
Yeah.
damage us or
Yeah.
something.
I could see
Which
that.
honestly,
It was.
it's not
It was
a.
one of the dumbest
Yeah.
things ever put on TV. It was
She
hilarious.
might have a point. She probably was in the right there because that was dumb as shit.
That explained a lot for me then.
I loved that show.
Me too.
I mean, yeah, we watched it at my grandma's house anyway, so it's fine.
You know,
She
we
was
all
like,
had like
whatever the
somewhere
fuck
else
we
that we
wanted.
watched the shit that we weren't allowed to watch at home.
I brought that. I growing up, I went to a Catholic school, and 8th grade, when the episode, Mr. Stinky, was it Stimpy's fart about
Mr. Hank? Oh no,
all about Stimpy's fart, the one he lost his
know.
fart.
Yeah.
I brought
I don't
that.
remember this.
I don't
I-
remember
So
well.
disgusting.
That's pretty good though. I like that.
I'll have to look it up
Dude.
after to verify this.
It's not, Stimpy's fart isn't even the grossest thing about that episode.
Oh,
There's like a table with
Aaron
dried
remembers
boogers
it
under.
vividly.
There was a table with dried boogers underneath it, and they were all sentient.
I remember that.
Like, some of them were like red and brown. They were so disgusting.
but I
Yeah.
talked
It's so
I talked-
gross.
on Fridays. We had like lighter days, and I talked to the teacher and let me bring that in to watch it with the class, and everybody laughed. It's fantastic.
I mean, it's funny, but it's so gross.
Stupid as shit.
Especially for something that's supposed to be for like 7-year-olds. I mean,
Well,
I guess that is the humor.
It wasn't
Yeah, because we didn't laugh at farts
Boogers
at
and
7 years
farts.
old.
Aaron. It was Mr. Stinky, right? Was that his name?
I'm
Mr.
pretty sure it was.
It was a fantastic episode. I love that. I love that show. The early
Yeah, it was like
Right.
his fart was like orphaned or something. They were like they made it like a living creature. Like they made it a cute fart, but it's still a fart.
I
oh,
don't remember that. That's funny though.
It was a Christmas special.
That was the Christmas special.
Yeah, it was.
Shit.
Oh shit. Well, I guess it's no worse than South Park's Christmas special having a talking piece of poop.
That's probably what they're parodying.
Or the
to be
Christmas
honest.
Critters, which is the greatest one ever.
Yeah.
Which one?
The Christmas Critters one.
The
Carmen's
woodland
telling
critters.
that story, and he's got the Christmas critters, and they're like murderous monsters.
Satanic.
Hail Satan! They like all taught. They're like animated a little differently. They look like Disney, like creatures,
Yeah, that's
like
funny.
little forest animals, and then they're sacrificing each other and having blood orgies. It's really funny. I'm
We
not
have
doing
three
it
friends
justice
already
by
did it,
describing it, but it's something you gotta watch.
Yeah.
I will say when anytime I think of old South Parks, I mean it's fairly recent, but I love going back to Imagination Land. I will go back to that time. and time.
That's one of the finest series of episodes they ever made.
Yeah, that's easily their best trilogy that they've done on the.
It was supposed to be a movie,
Yeah.
Oh,
but they decided to just reduce it to TV show.
that would have been great as a movie.
But they did release it recut as a movie on DVD.
Yeah, I own I own that DVD. But I love because it's such fan service, like old stuff and new, like the He-Man and stuff that's in there. It was a great mismatch, and
Then it's just absurd. It's great.
that is absurd. Yes, and that was the first instance of Man Bear Pig, wasn't it?
No.
No, well, that was the first instance of seeing Man Bear Pig.
Oh yeah,
Before it
for
was just
being a
something
reality.
that Al Gore made up.
That's right. Because I was thinking, I watched it after I started playing Stick of Truth, and then when I saw that whole scene, I was like, this is where it came from. I didn't realize it was that late on that it came.
No, that because it came from Al Gore's imagination, but that was from like 3 seasons back.
That was like
They had, like,
whenever
a whole
Inconvenient
episode.
Truth came out, which was like
Yeah, it was right
2009 or
after that.
something.
Because Man Bear Pig apparently is global warming, not real.
That was
According
actually
to
the one
Matt
thing
and
that
Trey.
Matt and Trey said that they regret like going after.
Well, this season they actually have like a 2-parter where they're kind of recanting their whole Man Bear Pig thing.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah,
that's-
they're like apologizing, sort of for making fun of quote unquote Man Bear Pig not being real, aka global warming.
But I'm sure they still
Wait.
make Al Gore look like a giant douche.
Yes, they do.
Wait, that's the one thing they feel bad about? Like out of
Yeah,
all the
because-
things they've done over the years, that's the one
Swear to
Because
God,
that's
that's
probably the only
true.
thing they feel like they were wrong about.
Yeah. The global
Everything
warming.
else, I'm sure they stand by.
that's fantastic.
I don't know.
You know, Barbara Streisand being a big fat bitch or whatever.
I'm sure they stand by that. So, Kyle, what'd you get for Christmas?
You already said this. You got-
Yeah.
I got
Aaron-
the kids got the VR, but it's really for me. But,
But-
then I found out it makes me sick, so I don't know.
But wait a second. What did you get from Christmas from your Secret Santa?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Where he-
what a segue.
Yes, segue.
Hell of a
All right, I
segue.
had it ready to go. All right, I showed this on my show, but I'll show you guys again. I did listen.
What's
I
your
just
show there?
on my show Iconoclash that I do Tuesdays live on Facebook with my buddy. And this is so we did our Christmas show last week, and I showed this because I felt bad for missing you guys, and I heard you guys talking shit on me on the last
No,
episode.
That was all Scott.
Wish I could have been here, but anyways, I got 2 things from Scott. I got this, and I was like, oh hell yeah! I remember I had this on my wish list. This Destiny Dominus Gall Funko Pop.
I just kind of randomly grabbed one of your millions of Funko Pops you had out
Yeah.
there.
I
I was
mean,
like, I
there's-
got to spend a little more. This one was cheap as hell, so
yeah, there's nothing I really
Then I-
want, so whatever.
so I kind of just stumbled upon this next one. I was
Yeah,
like,
he's
yes,
he-
this is
well,
the one.
he's cool because he's the like boss in Destiny 2, like the first boss, like the main boss in Destiny 2. But Then like a couple days
Yeah.
later, I got this, and I was like, oh fuck yes! It was this ICP record right here.
Nice.
It's a vinyl single of a song called Lick Mick and Marsh. Lick Mick and Marsh. And then another song called Mountain Girl that they did with Jack White from the White Stripes. And Lick
Well,
Mick.
the first one, are they both from were they both Jack White songs?
It's released on Third Man Records.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! I didn't realize they did Mountain Girl too.
Yeah, Third Man Records. And then, like, if you can see down here, I don't know if my camera will zoom in. Lick Mick Arch says it was written by W. Mozart right there. See that?
Nice.
And which is true. Like it's like the actual Wolfgang von Mozart wrote a song called Lick Mick and Marsh, which means lick me in the ass. And
That's like one of the first Dirty songs.
yeah, ICP covered it. But the vinyl isn't anything crazy. I heard you guys talking shit on black vinyls last week too, and that's what
Yeah.
this one is.
That was all Brandon.
But
Whatever.
that's still cool.
Whoa.
Third Man releases a bunch of cool looking vinyls.
Yeah, this is sweet. I mean, I like the pack. Like, I mean, it's pretty cheap to be quite honest. Like, it feels like a very flimsy like CD sleeve.
So they have that's a
Associated with ICP, which cheap.
That's a series of records that Jack White does with Third Man called the Blue Series. All of the covers are blue like that.
Okay,
And it's
cool.
shit that he's done with like a bunch of like abnormal artists. There's one that he did with Stephen Colbert. Like they recorded like a rock and roll song together, and
Oh wow,
it's
that's
all
pretty
done
cool.
in Jack White's studio, and he releases them all. There's one with Gibby Haynes from Butthole Surfers. There's all kinds of crazy ones.
Yeah, I think he reached. I'm pretty sure if I remember the lore correctly, he reached out to ICP because they're from Detroit.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I have that record too, and I bought it at the Third Man record store in Nashville.
Oh, sweet.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but yeah, I love it. I mean, this was one of those things that like I threw on my wish list, like on a whim, and to fucking see it come in the mail, I was super stoked.
You got to listen to it. It sucks.
Yeah, it's bad. I remember when it came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Are
I
both
listened to it
songs
once.
bad? Are both? I don't remember Mountain Girl.
I don't either.
No.
If I don't
Oh, yeah.
recall,
Mostly Baggy, if I remember
I was gonna
correctly.
say Aaron probably sounds like he knows it more than I do. But if I don't recall
Yeah.
correctly, I think Lick Mick and Marsh sucks balls. But Mountain Girl's like a pretty just basic, not that good ICP song.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's a pretty like middle of the road modern ICP song. But
Yeah.
It's still
it's not bad enough to be hated, but it's not really good enough to be like to add on your like a
To
playlist.
be
or anything.
Right.
remembered
Kinda
in
there.
any way.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll spin it.
Cool record to own regardless.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, it's a nice piece of memorabilia for sure.
Does anybody have ICP vinyl other than that?
I do not.
No.
I have Tunnel of Love.
Okay.
That's
I've been
big,
thinking
though.
lately that I want to get the Joker's cards on vinyl. Like they keep posting pictures of them on their Instagram, and they look pretty cool. I've been thinking about getting them.
Yeah, they just posted the Terror Wheel one. That one looks
Yeah, that look.
sweet.
Although picture vinyl typically sounds like shit, but that one looks
Really?
so damn cool though.
Did I show you guys the Tunnel of Love one? It's sweet.
I don't know that I have seen it. No.
Pull it
The
out.
local record store to me has like a shit ton of them.
I still just have my. I just still have my House of Crazies unopened.
I would love to have that.
Unopened.
Yeah, I think that's
I would
cool shit.
But here's the ICP Tunnel of Love.
hmm
It's the back. It's just like the CD. But
Yeah.
here's the vinyl. Oh, and here's the slip inside. It's just again from the CD. But the vinyl itself, one side is
It's a
cotton
vagina.
candy,
Oh hell yeah!
That's cool.
and then the other side.
Oh,
Nice.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, isn't that awesome? How you like that? Tara bought me this, believe it or not.
that is
She
fantastic.
knows her man well.
She does. But yeah, I love it. I've spun it. I mean, my record player is a piece of shit, but it sounds fine.
Yeah.
That's good. As long as it sounds fine.
Yeah, I mean, I can hear it.
Yeah, it goes through my audio holes in my
I
head.
can sing Super Balls, right along with it.
Well, you know what? Speaking of spins and plays, I think it's about time. Well, somebody's already cracking open their second beer. I need to go refresh and get a second beer. So I think it's time we take a quick break. And then when we come back from the break, we are going to talk about the Unknown Podcast. playlists, right? Yeah.
Just the Unknown Podcast.
So stick around for that. And yeah, we'll continue to talk about the Unknown Podcast as well for the final episode of 2018.
All right.
That was my quick segue. I need a beer. I need another beer.
All right.
We're having some good stuff and we're almost an hour in.
We're having some good stuff.
Yes.
All right, cool. BRB.
All right. Aaron is with a picture of his roof.
He just set down whatever the hell he's got there. Computer, phone. I don't know what he's using. Probably his phone.
It is.
It looks like shit. I mean, he doesn't sound terrible, but it looks like shit.
You know, the visuals are the best.
What's the difference?
No, it doesn't matter.
I
No,
look like shit.
I listen to this show anyway. So no, for what it's worth, man, you look beautiful. But
Oh, thank you.
I just wish you would turn a light on so we can see your sweet face.
I did turn the light on behind me.
Yeah, that's the worst. Now you're just like a shadow person.
I'm wearing my Al Azul hoodie or hockey jersey.
Oh,
The
trendy.
X.
The Axis family.
That was one of my favorite albums that came out this year.
Really?
It's super good. Yeah.
I've listened to it a few times. I can't decide if I like it or not. Like, on one hand, it's like some of the best like Juggalo rap I've ever heard. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's like strictly made like specifically for Juggalos. But those dudes can actually like spit. But it's like just the
There's
same.
only the one
shit.
dude that there's one dude that only just kind of like recently joined the group, and he's got the typical Juggalo rapper voice.
Yeah. He's a deep
I'm
voice
like,
guy.
yeah.
All right. Yeah.
He's called Lee Carver. He's, yeah. You should listen to Necronomicon if you haven't. It's the EP they put out before this. It's Evil Dead if instead of a evil book it was an evil bag of weed.
Oh, okay. That sounds
Pretty,
sweet.
it's pretty fun.
It's a concept album?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I'll check that shit out. I have it
it's pretty
downloaded,
fun.
but I've never listened to it. I like just downloaded their whole discography, but I just haven't listened to it.
Yeah, Head of Horns is another album of theirs. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I have it too.
It reminds me kind of this may be too high of praise, but it kind of reminds me of the first Dark Lotus album a little bit.
Wow.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, they're definitely guys I dig. And them and I kind of dig like everything that Magic Ninjas put out, honestly.
Yeah.
Like even dudes that I never cared about before, like when they were on Psychopathic, like ROC. I always hated his fucking solo shit.
Yeah, me
The stuff
too.
that I actually kind of dig the stuff that he's putting out on MNE. Same with Boondock. I fucking hated him. I never liked his music, but his album, I think it's Scarecrow or something. Or no, what the fuck? The Murder, yeah. That is actually pretty dope.
Oh yeah.
Like they moved away from like the Mikey Clark beats and shit, and I think Seven from the guy that produces all Tech Nine shit is like one of their main producers now on MNE, which definitely helps with their sound quality. Honestly, it puts them a leg above Psychopathic in my eyes.
Yeah, I've become like a pretty big Gmo Ski fan. Like he's legitimately like one of my favorite rappers.
Yeah, Gmo is awesome. The Got Filth 2 is one of
Yeah.
dope.
It's really tight. I've listened to that album quite a bit over the past like couple months.
Yeah, I love it.
I haven't taken the bath since I was 8.5. I haven't taken the bath since I was 8.5. That shit is so sweet.
Dude, it's so awesome. I started listening to him when he did an entry for "Don't Funk Up Our Beats" back like when Hobson was doing that shit.
Okay.
And he was one of the top contenders. Like, dude that got a lot of votes, but he got beat out a couple times.
I mean,
he was on Hobson's Knock Madness album.
okay. Legitimately, like, some of the most punchlines that like are dope.
Oh yeah,
I've ever heard. Like every bar is like a dope punchline,
and they're all wild.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Like
every single one of them is weird as fuck.
It's wild stuff.
Wild stuff.
All right, we ready? We ready to bring it back in? You gonna bring it back in, Scott?
Bring it.
All right. Bringing the episode back in. The second half.
Second half.
All right. Just pause your mouth.
Second half. We're starting now. What's up? We're back. Everyone's still here. We're taking another shot.
Oh shit!
Everyone got the same shit.
No, I switched up to the honey jack. I didn't mix it, and I think I took more than a shot there, but
A little bit more than a shot, yeah.
so we might
Here we go.
Just drink the fucking bottle at this point, man. Clink.
I'm drinking this. I was showing Smoothie before the show,
Okay.
but this little
All right.
tiny bottle of Old Smoky Moonshine I got for Christmas.
Love that shit.
This kind is
Stuff is
blackberry
delicious.
flavored.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I feel like this is more than a shot, so that's why I wanted to pour it in the shot glass. I can't do that. A little baby mouth. Cheers.
All right, take a shot. Just clink and whatever.
Wait, oh,
So cinnamony.
I love the honey jack. That is some good stuff.
That is good.
I was happy that I had a little bottle. I didn't know. I was like, do you have any of the little bottles like the honey whiskey, whatever? I didn't care what brand, but
Mhm.
they had that, and I was like, yes, please.
Yeah, those
I
are
would
good.
try that.
I don't think that would have tasted good with the Fireball, by the way.
Probably not.
You still should have done it for the
Yeah.
pod. So go grab your Fireball and mix it together. Aaron's gone.
Well, maybe we'll see. We'll see how the rest of this episode goes here. Thanks for joining us, Aaron. We love you.
Where'd he go?
He still shows
I don't know.
signs in.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
right.
Just pouring my last Oak Spire here. I brought a High Life just in case I run out of this.
Gotta have that backup high life.
And I'm getting good at pouring in this glass.
Look at that. What a beautiful beer.
You fucked up that one that first time, but since then you've done all right.
The High Life, yeah, it was foamy to begin with. That High Life, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, that's all right.
I do want to say before we went to break, we were talking about vinyl and everything, and we were at my aunt's house, and she had I was looking in her second bedroom, and she has like one of the, like old like turntable like cassette deck like component systems. I was like,
Yeah.
if you ever decide to get rid of that, please entrust it to me. Even if it does, it doesn't work, I will do my best to get it to work, because it's quality stuff from back then.
Mhm.
And then maybe, just maybe, I will get into, which will hurt my wallet, but vinyl collecting.
It's so fucking expensive, man.
It is.
It is. Even with tape, like the tapes now are getting up there, because that's becoming a bigger thing as well. It's like,
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Tapes are expensive?
well, I mean, I paid $100 for that set, which is it's a great box set, but like I've seen other artists release like cassettes along with whatever, and it's been like $20.
Yeah.
I got a Bad Mind tape for $10, and he sent me a CD and a digital download for it.
That's not bad. I do like when I've ordered the cassettes. Like I said, last year I got or the beginning of this year, I guess I got Nirvana. Bleach.
Favorite.
Was that the one before?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that and Eminem, and because of Amazon, they both came with digital
Yeah.
copies, and I like that. I wish more people would do that. If you're buying like a cassette or a different medium, they would offer the digital
Yeah,
Most
I've bought
of
a few
them do,
tapes at shows
honestly.
lately, and they're usually like $5 a piece, and they usually come with the Bandcamp digital.
Right.
I think that's
Yeah,
what
that's what Bad Minds was. And it's a pretty sharp looking cassette. It's orange. Pretty cool looking.
Yep.
and I think that's what it's about too. Like, because I mean, you have all these cool vinyls as you saw with the Tunnel Love there and the different ones. And I mean, you can't do much with the cassette, but you can do different colors and different variations. I believe the Eminem one, Slim Shady LP, was purple,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool.
Oh, cool.
Pressing vinyl is expensive as fuck.
Sure is. And it takes
And
a long
tape-
time.
And doing tapes is cheap and fast.
But they're just cashing in on the retro thing.
They're what they basically are is like little cheap collectible things. Honestly.
Yep.
Like I'm
That's
never
why
gonna
that's why
open
you
up
would
that tape.
love vinyl, Smoothie, because I know you love buying the physical versions of shit. And as far as music goes, vinyl is it's the most fun way to consume physical music at this point.
And well, I think the problem with me is I'm stuck down here. Like, I don't have a space. Although if we clean out where our nephew was when he was staying with us living, now we've just thrown a bunch
Beat
of
him to
crap in
death.
there. Yes, beat him to death, and now he's out. But we've thrown a bunch of crap in that room, and if I would get like a nice or even our aunt's like stereo system in there, just like kind of a relaxed, like chill room, that would be nice to do. But right now I'm stuck down here, and it's a pain in the butt to lug around. I mean, it's only a boom box, but I guess I could pull it out to listen to these House of Crazy tapes. But honestly, I've been this whole past 2 weeks for my break, I wanted to do a lot of things, but the PlayStation and working on my game for the end of January is taking most of my time.
All right, so before we get into the playlist, we've gone all of this time without mentioning on air that the green screen is up behind you.
And the green screen is up behind me. I got to do stuff with this, get better lighting. I don't know.
So how's that working? Can you use it?
Yeah, what are you gonna do with it?
I don't know. It blocks the duck behind me, so that's great. I don't know what I can do in terms of at Google Hangout. I don't know
How the fuck do you green screen on Google Hangout?
I don't know if you can or not, or if I have to do something with like some other third
I would
party.
imagine it'd have to be like a premium account or something like that.
Which would be nice, but
'Cause
I like-
know that I know
Behind you.
you're capable of doing that at some capacity. I've seen people do this shit before. I'm just not
Well,
sure exactly.
I don't know how it will
How.
work. You're saying in terms of a hangout. I don't know how it work in terms of a hangout. Solo, I would get, and I know Kyle and the icon.
What do you use for solo?
We could do this live on fucking Facebook if you really needed to.
But Kyle, how do you use OBS or anything when you do?
We use XSplit, but I've used OBS. I would exclusively use OBS, except XSplit has one extra feature
Maybe.
that I need for my green screen table. But that's it.
Gotcha. So
OBS or XSplit can do it.
you need to run it through. The bottom line is you need to run it through a third-party app.
Yeah, I'm sure you could do it through OBS.
to do all that, but my computer I'm using now isn't capable of running all this at the same time. The new laptop I have probably would be, but then it kind of defeats the purpose. I don't want to take that and be stuck down here, because if I'm going to do that, I'm going to say if I'm going to use my
But if it's going to run it, bring it down there.
That's true. I guess I could get a docking station. And that's all things I have to figure out. It's just a mess. I wish I had just a dedicated area where, and I do down here, but it's a mess. So right now, the green screen, the purpose of surfing is blocking the calamity that's behind me. So at least you don't have to look at junk. You just leave this.
Yeah.
You got it hung up. That's way more than we all thought you would do. So
It took them almost an
Maybe I will
entire year.
try it before. I would like to do. I still would like to do some videos in the new year. Again, just haven't had time to sit, and I wanted
we're
to
ready
use
for the Smoothie Solo podcast coming 2019.
2019, maybe 2020. I have so many ideas, and
Let's
then
come out with the Keezy album.
But it's like, yeah, it's almost.
That'll come out the next time It Was Aliens has a episode.
Oh, shit!
Damn.
All sorts of shade being thrown.
Wait, what? It was out. What? Did I miss something?
I said the Keezy album will come right around the time It Was Aliens has another episode podcast.
Aaron's podcast.
My podcast that
He hasn't done anything with in a while.
Yeah.
A
Well,
while
I
being
actually
like
have
over a
episodes
year
that
now.
I just have never edited them.
One.
Good.
That's the problem. Like I sit and watch like Case into all these like vloggers and stuff, like which I tried to be at one point, and it's like these people have money already that they can put into this and get it to top notch, status. It's like,
Yeah.
how do you get to that point with no time working a regular job? Ooh,
You don't. Those people already have money. That's why they're doing this shit.
Yeah.
it's
Or they've done it so long that that it actually is, makes generating revenue.
but it's like, how do you get, like, you have to put in time. That's the like.
But I mean, all of us have put more money into it than any other like normal person has.
Right. It's like, what do you have to do to get that like jump off? And without,
Well, we're not screaming enough like they do. They all yell really loud and shit because they're appealing to children. Why aren't we playing Fortnite and
Let's do an episode like that.
no, I mean, I think we got a good thing going on. Like I know with Iconic Flash, they got a good thing going on. I don't know how their numbers are looking outside of that, but I see just from logging into your show, Kyle, and everything, you have a pretty steady following that come and see you weekly.
Yeah, I mean it's not bad, but you just have to, like, I subscribe to this podcasting subreddit, and every fucking week there's somebody on there like just bitching about like nobody wants to watch or listen to two guys talking podcasts. Nobody cares. You're not funny enough. You're not interesting enough. Blah blah blah. But so typically the only way you're gonna become anything is by having a hook of some sort. You know what I mean? But other than that, anytime I see people post stuff like that, I always get on there and I'm quick to comment, like, because I don't want to discourage people from doing a podcast just because they read that. Like, I think it's fun, no matter what you do.
Who gives a shit?
As long as you're having fun and you're creating content that you like and you have fun doing it, then that's really all that matters,
Yeah.
But I will say, to that, like, I mean, you and you do you put in work like for your show.
Yeah, a little bit, but I mean, it's probably less than you think, but
but what you present to your audience, you do the clips, and we've started doing that as well. But like, your show it's pleasing to watch. It's not like it's just you and him sitting there talking about video games. Okay, now you're going to talk about your bars. You break it down in the segment. You're entertaining.
Well, thanks, but for what it's worth, like, I mean, I was doing Keezy shows for 5 years. I did 149 episodes of Keezy shows, and it started out with nothing but a Yeti or a Snowball microphone in the middle of a living room. You know what I mean?
Right. And like, I think with Iconoclast, you've taken it to that next thing, but you're not, when I'm on there, when I'm watching your show or your stream and everything, it's not much, at the initial for the live stream.
Yeah.
There's not much. And it sucks because it's something worth while, I think.
Well, thanks. I think that, it's for, in all honesty, like, we don't get a whole lot of viewers or listeners. A few people participate when we're doing it, and we're still having fun with it, and that's really the only reason I'm doing it. Obviously the goal is to eventually, obviously we want hundreds of listeners, thousands maybe someday, but who
cares as long as you're having fun doing it.
As long as you're having fun, and not to mention, even if a few stragglers come along, even if it's just a couple, 2, 3, 4, 5 subscribers a year, like, there's people that are out there. I think it's cool knowing there are maybe a few people out there that know me, kind of. I think it's kind of cool, personally.
It's just the new how am I going to say it? Not that you're not new in terms of like how do you get new people? That's what I'm saying. It's like
How do you grow a viewership? I think is what you're really looking for.
That's the tricky thing. I still need to figure out. I know with YouTube, you gotta have like catchy little fucking images on your shit for people to like click on or.
YouTube frustrates me, and like when I do look at like these things, like there's a few like vloggers that he watches like specifically that I'm okay with, that they have money, it's great and everything, but I enjoy their content. I've never been a fan of Casey Neistat. I just think and more power to him, he's made a career or whatever out of his thing. I'm not taking that away from him, but the fact that like that's what everybody strives for, but you don't see these other people like doing the same exact thing, and it's like they could be making better content.
I get what you're saying, because my kids watch they did watch like Jake Paul and these other fucking weirdos who just like pretend all day long like that
There's no real
like that,
There's no realness involved, and like I said, Casey Neistat's one of there's probably some realness to that or whatever. Right now, Casey's one of his biggest things. I enjoy watching it with him too. Is the Ace family? I don't know if you know Austin something or other, but they have money to begin with and everything, but it doesn't seem fake. Like they're at least genuine with what they're doing, and I can see how they could do that, but it's like, but you're already ahead of the game with that. It's like everybody's gravitating towards that, and the little people get screwed. I don't know. Here enter YouTube rant.
Just because you're the most popular doesn't mean you're the best. I mean, that's always been the case.
Right. And like what always grounds me back, and I always love going back to that one Kevin Smith monologue, I guess, when I forget which show it was from, but when he talks about, he's like, go out there and do your pie, not Clarks.
What?
I thought I heard somebody say Clarks.
It was me. I said
lost me.
Oh, okay. I thought I
okay.
heard it. No, he did that whole like it was one of his stand-ups or evenings with when he talked about, if you want to do a podcast, life's too short, when he was talking about his dad and everything dying, he said, go out there, do it. It might change somebody's life. Just go out there and do it because you want to do it. It might get picked up, it might not, but because you have that love for it, do it. Don't let anything stop you. Don't be discouraged by whatever. Just
I like what we do. I mean, the fact that we got 5 people sitting here tonight that wanted to sit here and do what we're doing, like that's
absolutely,
to me almost. I mean, that is good enough. But like we always get we got a couple listeners that are just our friends for the most part. I got some people at work that listen to what we do, and good enough.
Yeah, I've been pretty bad at sharing it, so I probably should do better at that.
Whatever. Let's talk about this fucking playlist.
Yes, that's the playlist. But wait, where'd you? Oh, you were talking about the green screen, because I want to say before we get real quick in the playlist. This is just for you and Scott, mainly the game. How are you, Scott? You said you completed your game.
Oh yeah. The backlog game. Yeah, I was like, we're playing.
All right, I just want to do updates while we're here. Quick update.
Yeah, I finished it I think on Christmas actually.
And
I was just playing the shit out of it because I didn't know how far I was. I had no idea how close to completing it I was. Mass Effect Andromeda. I forgot that I played a lot of it when it first came out, and then dropped off because I'm not going to talk all about it, but
no, you don't have to talk about it.
But yeah, I beat it. I played probably like half the day, and all of a sudden I was done.
All right, so you're with yours. We said by the end of January, so that's good. Brandon,
I've got some time to think of whatever the next one will be, and probably get a head start on it.
I have plenty of those. Brandon, what was yours again?
God of War.
The newest.
The newest one. Haven't started it.
Awesome. All right.
I've been playing my Nintendo like no other.
And that's awesome too, that you're enjoying that.
Yeah.
it's always good to go back. And I mentioned you had said you showed your stack of games on was our Twitter feed or somewhere.
Yeah.
You showed the stack of games, but I said RC Prime was my favorite. That was one of the reasons I bought
Yeah.
a couple years ago the Rare replay.
Yeah.
On Xbox.
I loved that. Yeah.
It did suck that you weren't spelling out Nintendo when you were racing around RC Pro Am on that.
Yeah.
I do like that. RC Pro Am 2 was garbage, but the first
Yeah.
one, I love playing that.
I loved it. That was one of my favorite games on Nintendo for sure. I've been playing it like crazy. My kids love it.
It's a great game.
Yeah.
I give much props to RC.
That started my love of racing games. Like
Mhm. Which well, obviously it fell under Rare. I was gonna say which,
Yeah.
but never mind that. To answer that question.
Yeah, Rare made that game.
Because one of my other racing games I liked, it wasn't Rare, but on the Nintendo was the my friend. I didn't have it. My friend said it. Ivan Stewart's off-road racing with the trucks.
Yeah.
I always enjoyed that one too. That was
Yep.
always because you could level up your car as you went
Yeah,
along.
I had that one too.
That's an awesome game. That was another one for it.
We could do a whole
Another
episode
one.
on racing games, honestly.
We can, and
I
we
could.
will do that. So
All right.
you've been playing your Nintendo games, and I've been
Yeah.
playing. My game was Mass Effect 3. Yeah, 3. And I don't know how far I am into it now, but I'm enjoying playing it. And I played a little bit, and it's good to get reacquainted with the characters and everything. And the one thing I like about the Mass Effect games is the way they always bring back the old characters
Yeah.
from the previous games that you've formed a bond with.
Well, if you didn't get him killed.
If you didn't get them killed, I chose to keep certain people alive or whatever. What I'm hoping for, don't spoil it if you play Mass Effect 3. I'm hoping to see shit, now I'm not gonna know his name. The Krogan from the first one. Rex.
Rex, yep, that's the one.
I'm hoping that he shows up again in 3. I know he did in 2 because I have him killed off in 1 when I initially played the first 2. But other than that, yeah, I'm enjoying playing it. So that's where I spent most of my vacation between PlayStation 4 and playing that game. That's nothing.
Hanging up your green screen.
And hanging that 5 minutes ago.
For now.
Nothing has
Drinking beer
gotten done.
mimosas.
Nothing has gotten done.
Yeah.
And beer
All
mimosas.
right.
But
I'm-
now,
I'm gonna move us on to this goddamn playlist.
yes, we're gonna
I'm dying to talk.
go
about
ahead. This
it.
is your thing.
All right, Brandon, explain.
All right. So we decided, I think it was on the last episode, that we were going to create a playlist. We were all going to add a couple songs to it, and then we'd all check out each other's songs and then discuss it on the next episode. And then we'll keep doing this. After we talk about this, we'll clear the playlist, add more songs, and do it again next time.
Yeah.
So did everybody listen to all of the songs on the playlist this time?
Let me just
Yeah.
jump in first because I haven't listened to it. I had
Oh,
said I had added to it. And,
Movie.
Okay. All right, that's fine.
well, no, I had mentioned in the in our group chat that because haven't been at work for the past 2 weeks or driving back and forth, that's when I would listen to it. I
I
don't
got you. Fair
I'll
enough.
listen to certain songs, so I haven't gone out of my way to listen
Do you
to.
remember which ones you listened to?
I don't think I listened to any of them.
Oh, okay.
I know I
Why
wanted
did you lie? Why did you lie?
I just called you out like you called yourself out. Sorry. No.
All right, I got the playlist in front of me. Let's just
wait, how did I
do the
lose?
list, right?
Yeah, let me plop this out.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm sorry. I may have listened to that one. What Kyle? What ICP song did you or who threw the
Oh.
random ICP song on there?
I threw
That was
pineapple.
It
Kyle.
was Kyle, and it was Pineapple Pizza. It was
Yeah.
off of.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Desktop.
No, that was on Missing Link. One of them.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I think so.
That was.
I don't know. I don't know those like latter day Joker cards. but,
I
like,
would say
songs.
I didn't listen to it after Kyle put it on there, but that is the one where Shaggy says he shows up. They're fighting over the girl who likes to sing something. Right? Yeah, so I have heard that one before. So
It's
that's
terrible.
Listen, I was just like, I always listen to music when I'm taking a shower and shit. Like we have an Echo in the
Same.
bathroom, and I'll be like, Echo, turn on Insane Clown Posse, and it'll just play like random songs. I don't know why in the fuck it picked that song, to be quite honest. But
That's so funny.
it's not even a standout song on that album. Like it's
No,
so
it isn't.
forgettable. But that's the reason I wanted to throw it on the podcast, because I literally forgot that song existed. I'm like, a song. Think about this: an ICP song called
Song is
Pineapple
awful.
Pizza. First of all,
No.
It's
Then-
so bad.
I may have heard it like one other time, and it was the only time I listened to that album front to back.
yeah, the subject matter of that song is so silly, but it is kind of a typical like ICP song, like, and that's why I appreciate it. I was like grooving to it, I was like, it's like my bitch likes pineapple too, or whatever the fuck he says.
Not- I gotta agree with you on that, Kyle, because when I thought about the song and everything, it reminded me of the netting game in a way.
Yeah, it is kind of similar to that, I guess. Yeah,
It's nonsense, if you will, but it is.
I won't.
even like I would put it in the same category as Ned Game or Redneck Ho, which is another great song. Like Pineapple Pizza is just a new version of that. It's funny. Like I literally listened to it and it brought a smile to my face, and that's why I threw it on there, because I was hoping, like, I know nobody knows the song. Let me just throw that shit
No,
on.
I had no fucking
I-
idea.
I had never heard it.
I will say I own both those out. I did not realize that.
I mean, I expected an ICP
song.
song, but
Like
It
you
came rushing back to me like a repressed memory.
like I always listen to ICP albums like as a whole. Like I never pick out individual songs, and that song is such a wacky, random song for anyone to pick out. I was like, this is it. Like, let me show everybody this shit.
no, I will say those two albums, the Missing Link, Lost and Found, I appreciate because I like the production of Young Wicked. I like what he did on those albums.
Here we go.
Oh my god, is
Young
this movie
Wicked
45
being,
minutes long?
No, that's all I'm saying.
Thank
I
you.
was
Oh, quickly,
screaming.
Fuck, thank
Just-
you.
Listening to that.
quickly, here's
Exactly
20
that.
minutes of something.
because it's my song and everyone brought it up first. Go around the table, just because Brandon's first on my list. Start with Brandon. What did you think of that song? Did you listen to it?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I had never heard it before. It was stupid, but I love fucking pineapple on my pizza. So,
Oh yeah.
so there's that.
Hell yeah.
No, why?
Ham and pineapple is my favorite, like, default pizza.
Hell I'm with
Well,
you, man.
Yeah.
There's
I don't
pineapple
like pineapple
haters
stuff.
out there.
That's me. I don't like
Yeah.
pineapple anyway, so
Oh well.
moving on, I guess.
Movie likes it.
I do. I'm only saying just in context, and then I'll let you guys talk about the list if you listen to them. That was the only one I remember seeing aside from the songs that I added to the list, because I wasn't working or commuting. So I would like to. Can you save this as like an unknown podcast too? 'Cause I would like to listen to these songs when I go back to
Yeah,
work.
I'm gonna keep another playlist that's just gonna be like running the whole
Oh,
time of just keep
okay.
adding all of them to it.
Keep that
Damn.
professional
Alright.
and everything. So I want to
my
listen,
plan.
but I haven't. That's the reason why I haven't. So
All right, so let's get to it. So the first one that I put on there was Monolord Empress Rising. Everybody hated it, I assume.
Nope, I liked it.
Okay, cool.
I like it. I just hate that it's 13 minutes long.
Oh, okay.
I
It was-
honestly
yeah, it
forgot
was
that I
like-
was still listening to it. I was like, "Holy shit, this has been going on for a while, hasn't it?" I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah," but I was vibing to the I love that droning guitar,
Me too, man.
that
I love
down
it.
tune droning guitar. It's I like that a lot.
Yep. Detuned like crazy with so much fucking distortion. I love it. That's my shit.
Yeah, like the effect they put on his voice is annoying at first, but like it's oddly soothing.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah,
So I had the playlist on shuffle, and the Butthole Surfer song played first.
Cool.
And I'm like, I'm gonna listen to all this whole thing from beginning to end. 'Cause I want to get a fair assessment of everything. And then right after that one, Monolord played, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, Brandon?
Hell yeah.
A 12
Dude, a
minute
double
song followed
fucking
by a
whammy.
13 minutes long.
I never listened to the Butthole Surfers, but that song was actually really fucking catchy. I listened to it at least 4 or 5 times.
That's awesome. I love that happened in your guys' lives. That makes this whole thing worth it.
And
I honestly didn't hate the song, but it was like I gotta be in the mood for like slow heavy metal, and
Mhm.
I was just like, I'm like, you know, like if I was in a different mood,
Yeah.
like in a heavy metal mood,
If you were
Yeah, I'm not always like they're one of my
wasn't like,
Well,
eh.
Tell the
Monolord
listeners-
is probably like my favorite like current band out there, but like I'm not always in the mood for it. Like it's not an all the time kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
What was
This
the
is
name?
like
of
the most schizophrenic playlist I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, it is. It's all over
Yeah.
the damn place at this point.
What are you saying, Kyle?
I was just asking, what was the name of the Butthole Surfers song?
I saw an X-ray of a girl passing gas.
Yep, that is it.
That's
That's
fantastic.
the name of it.
Yeah, it's a cool song. I liked it. I've never listened to Butthole Surfers ever.
I figured everybody knew Pepper, but I figured that
Oh yeah, I know that song.
with their old shit, they were just completely tripping balls for the first decade of their career.
Did they just make like wacky music like that?
I mean, their name's
This
Butthole
is-
Surfers. It
I
makes
put
sense.
this one on there because it's kind of the most normal fucking song that they made in their early days.
Yeah, didn't they just do a tour where all they played was like pre-Pepper shit?
Yeah, they did.
I
Yeah,
can't.
I mean,
I don't know if I could handle that.
it's became like my favorite music in the world over the years. It's weird. Yeah, but this one was
like I remember hunting for like a super rare like EP for you forever ago.
yeah. I
It was
fucking
like 5
love them.
songs or something. I couldn't remember what the name of it was, but I did find it for you.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. I'm glad you guys listened to it. I'm glad that you got the Butthole Surfers and then the Monolord right
Oh,
after.
yeah. It was really special.
It's a hell of a double whammy.
That's
to be honest.
fucking awesome.
to digest.
All right, what about Kyle's song? The next one on the list down is Kyle's song, the I Like Smoking Pot a Lot.
Hell yeah, Wheeler Walker
Alright.
Jr. He's so
Oh my god, this shit. Like, I
Who
can't
is this
remember
guy?
what it was. It went, for me, it went the Monolord song and then "Fuck You, Bitch" by him.
Oh, hell yeah. Like Wheeler Walker Jr. he's a comedian, but he makes country music. That's all of it is like that. It's all ridiculous.
I
Like
could tell.
fucking
Goofy
like,
as shit.
he has a song
But-
called Another Dick last night. Like he makes wacky, ridiculous songs like that. And
I,
mean-
I do have a hard time getting past the twanginess of it.
Same
Yeah.
here.
That's
he
something I
legit-
have a hard time with, no matter what.
I'm not
Even
a big
fake
fan of
country,
country
it
music.
just drives me nuts. I
Yeah,
hate country music.
I don't
It's the
like
worst.
country, but Tara listens to country, and like I've become like desensitized to it. And
Yeah.
That's
like-
the one thing I can't get desensitized to. I
Right.
feel like
There is a strict no fucking country rule
I
in this
legit
house.
like. I think every other form of music is way more legitimate than country music
I
by far. That's how much I hate it. Sorry,
Like,
Smoothie. I
here's
know
the
you
thing
like
about-
it.
Here's the thing that I enjoyed about the Willie Wheeler stuff is that it's not like modern country. It's more emulating like the rebel country.
yeah, and
Yeah,
That-
you're right. You're
which
right.
is
it
actually
does,
something I
but-
can get behind.
if you follow him on Twitter, like he plays that part like precisely like what you would expect. He's always like talking shit on like new country artists and like hating on them and shit. He's awesome. He's so funny.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
thought
I
about
still
like-
laughed at it. Like the fucking.
it's legitimately good music. I think like he makes some like actual like cool music to me. I really like it a lot. I don't know.
Rubbing on my dick. It's like
I-
I was at the gym and I was listening. I just started laughing at this stupid
I
ass
like
line.
smoking pot a lot. I love it. That's my favorite song on there. But he has another song on there called "Anal in the Dishes." It's great. It's so good.
It sounds classy as shit.
beer.
And "Fuck You, Bitch" is like a legitimately like I mean I could see somebody listening to that and be like, "Fuck yeah!" Like I'm feeling this.
Like,
You know
it's
what I mean?
like it's the ultimate breakup song.
Yeah, I love it.
All right,
So-
real quick, going back to the playlist. We are in,
Yep.
not going back to it. I just want to say, did anyone listen to the Mothug song that I posted? No Surrender.
Yeah, I listen.
Yeah.
What I
Remind me of like 3-6 Mafia, to be honest.
is particularly Crazy Bones verse on that. He was like the last one to.
I mean,
Yeah, no, I know.
Crazy Bone's a good rapper, so he always comes correct. But what ruins that song for me is that girl in the middle of it. She fucking sucks.
That was pretty terrible, and I did not appreciate.
He's like, it seems
They
like
are
it's
not-
hard to emulate Bone. Like, it's so fucking hard. And it's obvious. It's terrible.
They're not the greatest, but that is one of my favorite Crazy Bone verses of all times. I will every time whenever I hear that,
Yeah, that man can fucking go.
I'll pay closer attention to that next time I listen to it. But
he's the last verse. He just goes in.
I'll peep it.
It's definitely worth checking out. And he's Crazy Bone, so he's one of the most talented in the group. I feel one of the standouts. The way his wordplay and everything. I actually almost sent you, Kyle, and for your bars thing, I wanted to pull out sections from his verse.
Hey, if you have any ideas for that, please send them my way. I saves me
definitely will. But listen to that song again. Listen to Crazy
for sure
specifically, and you will see the way he does this thing. It's great.
All right. What else? What was next?
Now I'm backing out of that.
Whose song was
Little
this?
fade backward.
Who was the artist? Is Billie Eilish?
That was Aaron.
Yeah, that was me.
I think that was my
Billie
standout song that I liked out of this entire playlist.
I was honestly shocked that I liked it when I heard it.
Yeah, I like that song a lot too. It was one of
Loved
my.
it.
This song is dope. I'm obsessed with it.
So backstory: who is this person?
She's a new up and coming artist. I think she's only released like one other album other than I think maybe only a single or something. Ocean Eyes, I think is the name of it.
Yeah.
But this is super dope. I heard this on the radio. I'm like, holy fuck, this is awesome because we have a pretty cool alternative rock radio station here. They kind of play like it's kind of like college rock stuff. They play like Run the Jewels and stuff on it. So I every once in a while, if I'm sick of listening to my to Spotify or whatever, I'll throw that on just to get some different stuff. And I heard this, I'm like, holy shit, this is awesome. So I looked it up, and I've just been obsessed with it.
Yeah, very cool song.
Yeah, I guess it's like inspired by like You Should See Me in a Crown. I guess is something that the bad guy from Sherlock says.
Oh.
And they like thought it was a dope line, and they turned it into a song.
Cool.
It's
like a poppy, but like kind of dark poppy, and I liked it more than I thought I was going
to. It's like a phanogram kind of thing, like the dark.
It does.
Yeah, phanogram
or
like sleigh bells. It kind of sounds like
sleigh bells.
I would say it's a mix of sleigh bells and Lord.
Yeah.
That's a good assessment.
And then I was looking at the related artist from this, and I'm obsessed with Scrubs, one of my all-time favorite shows. The guy that made Scrubs, Bill Lawrence, his daughter is an artist, and she was on the related artist of this song. So I was like, oh, I'll check that out. And really? She had like the same sound like as this song did.
What's her name?
Eagle.
Something Lawrence.
Okay, thanks.
I don't remember her first name.
Archie.
I'll peep
Archie Lawrence.
Sorry, interjecting myself. Playlist talk again here.
Stop talking, Smoothie. You don't have any right to talk.
Yeah, how dare you?
I do because we're not segueing.
Charlotte Lawrence.
We're still talking about Billie Eilish. She's on the playlist.
Hold on.
All right, Smoothie. What?
I just wanted to ask Brandon because I know he's a Kevin Smith fan. Everybody else is. Have you listened to any of his daughter's music?
Yeah.
How was that? I was just going.
Wait a second. She's made music?
Yeah. Yeah, she has a band. They just finished recording their new album. I hate to say that I know that, but I do.
Will you follow her on Instagram?
Yeah. She writes about it on her Instagram.
How are they? Is it any? I haven't listened to any.
They're a young girl pop punk band, and if you're into that kind of thing, they're okay. And I like that kind of stuff, so they sound all right.
Okay, that's all. Because you were saying with the person from Scrubs, that's all. That's all. wondering.
Is it like Bikini Kill?
No, not. There's no edginess to it. I don't feel really.
Oh, gotcha. So it's more like Blink 182.
More like of a
Little
like
girls.
shoegaze punk kind of thing.
I gotcha. Like Weezer.
Yeah,
Okay.
they sound all right. They're not going to blow you away or nothing like that.
That's all. That was my question. Back to the playlist.
Back to the playlist. What else? Did anybody have
Yeah,
any
ready.
ones that they were like, this one was my favorite or whatever?
Let me see here.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
There's a couple that I really like. Obviously, Real Motherfucking G's.
Yes. I was hoping. I really
The Queen Irby song.
wait.
Oh.
Actually, I've listened to her
wow,
like quite a bit before. She used to be in the Carmen, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. She's really dope.
Yeah, I like her a lot. We listen to her a lot at home. I really liked the Jackal by Mad Child. I like that a lot.
Yeah,
I,
Mad Child is hit and miss.
he is, but
Sometimes he's
that
super
for me
dope.
that's a hit. I mean, that was one of my picks, and I his flow and the beat. I mean, you can leave or take or leave his voice.
Yeah.
He's,
I can think
but
Yeah, you could tell he's
But,
got. He's
I
a
got
good,
past it too.
I like
he's
the-
a good rapper.
He's a good rapper, and it's like catchy. You know, like the way he raps and shit. Like you could tell he's like, you know, he's cool. Like he ain't like no.
He's got a good
ain't no
rhyme
bullshit.
scheme
Yeah.
in the beat.
The only issue I
just
have
like
with
the
him is that
simplicity.
he recite. He's a line recycler.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says a lot of the same lines. Like if you listen to him a lot, he uses like a lot. Like he's Peter Parker, Spider-Man, Silver Surfer, Norrad. He says that a lot.
That's a
What about did any of you listen to New Era, the one from Lex the Hexmaster?
yeah.
I've heard that. Actually, somehow I stumbled upon that before. I think it's because I sometimes have followed Sutter Kane, and I found he's the one who made the beat.
I like
I
Lex.
was expecting him to be rapping on it, but he didn't.
He was not rapping on it. Yeah, I've been a Sutter Kane fan since 2005, so it's Scott.
That's one of his more his beat was actually, not the same as every other one.
He has a very distinctive like production style.
That song's called
Like,
New
if he's doing,
Yeah,
if
but
he's doing boom
it
bap
was okay.
or he's doing ghetto metal, like it's very, you can tell like when he produces a song.
That song's pretty good.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
threw that on there because I think I mentioned this on one of the last episodes. I like how he has that New York. I mean, he's from New York, obviously, but he has that classic hip hop New York that sound going.
Before Lex was signed to MME, he was going to be he was part of the Flatliners revival. He was going to be a member in the group.
So and that's perfect. I think he does the job. And like New Era, I love that song because of I love the not hook, the chorus, hook, maybe hook, whatever. I'm not
The
music
hook, yeah.
fine.
I'd
I
probably
love
look.
that. And then on his last mixtape, like he talks about like the squashing this, and I'm gonna go juggalo here for 1 second. Like squash the whole like he's a juggalo, like forget it's all love like part, and I just appreciate that from him. But I think he has a lot of talent, and being from where he's from and the styles that he grew up with, I think that it only helps his game. And I think this song is a standout, and I will stand by that 100%.
He's definitely, but
Really,
I still dig him. Yeah,
no,
Voltage.
Gorilla Voltage.
Gorilla Voltage is fucking awesome.
They're
I love them.
They're
I
okay.
cannot wait for their new album to come out.
Mm.
They got the singer from All That Remains, Scott, to do the chorus on their new song.
Gross. The band sucks.
No, I like how they did the pre-order for this one. I pre-ordered Boondocks and Gorilla Voltage's together.
Gorilla Voltage. I like Lars. I like all that shit.
I do, yeah, I do.
I like them Crooked Vultures song. I forgot I listened to them.
Oh, cool.
before. But I felt like it might have been just a little. It was like 7 minutes. It might have been a little too long, but I thought it was a good song.
Cool.
It reminds me of like some old school rock.
That's
like,
what it is.
Yeah.
That's what they're going for
Yeah.
there.
It's fine.
Well,
I'm not a huge fan of it, but it's cool. I didn't turn it off.
the bass
I like
player
it.
of the band is John Paul Jones, the bass player from Led Zeppelin.
Oh.
Yeah,
Josh
and they
Homme is
have-
the singer. He's
from
from
Queens.
Queens of the Stone Age, and Dave Grohl's the drummer.
Oh, that's cool.
They were a super
They only
group. They
made,
did
they only
one
made
album.
one album. Yeah, which is
Mhm.
kind of weird. You think they'd do more?
I wish they would. I liked that album a lot.
Yeah. Good album. Anyway, Hum was the most '90s thing I think I've ever heard. I don't know if I've ever listened to them before, to be honest.
Gotcha. Very nice.
But the very '90s, it wasn't bad. It was just
Oh yeah, it did sound like some '90s shit, but it wasn't bad.
cool.
I didn't. I mean, it's like Brandon, your music, like I like, but I could never become like a fan of it. You know,
I gotcha.
it's really cool, chill
It's
music.
fun
and I
to
would
yeah,
never,
it's
like,
good to vibe out to.
yeah, I would never turn it
Vibe
off.
of
Like
it.
if my friends were listening to it and I walked in, I wouldn't be like, "What is this shit?" You know. But
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure there is shit that I listen to that you would think that too. But
yeah, I mean, I
listen to
like
lots of
everything.
shit we all do.
Everything but Gem Shards, I think I liked, honestly.
Dude,
yeah. You
don't even.
hated that.
Yeah, that was stupid. That was definitely not my favorite.
I think it all comes down to you're saying that like nothing hate like I could listen to Brandon's like I said when we did the initial our top albums.
Yeah,
And
Mhm.
like listen to it, I was like, okay, I can get behind this and this, but I think it all comes down to what your musical choice is. Like and like mine's hip hop. So like when Scott
Yeah.
did his like top whatever and put the apathy on there, I was like, this is
Yeah, that was definitely
awesome.
up your alley, though.
so I'm going to listen to that more thing, but
You
like
should.
the albums, thank you, Scott. But the
You're
albums that
welcome.
Brandon posted was I enjoyed them for what they were. You know,
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
You
And see, I'm
appreciate it
the
even though-
opposite to where hip hop. I know nothing about hip hop. Like my hip hop knowledge goes as far as ICP and all that shit, and that's it. I know nothing else. I'm not a fan of anything else. So like I know nothing of all of this shit that you guys are putting on the playlist, but I'm still going to check it out. So
Yeah.
all the hip hop songs that Smoothie posted, I really liked the Eazy-E song, which was Real Motherfucking G's, which that was a
Yeah,
Drake.
that was
Real
good.
motherfucking
Just
I don't
track
care.
with Dr. Dre.
The song, yes.
But
There's
I
a bunch of Eazy-E cronies on it.
Yeah, I skip after Easy, to be honest.
That's what all those '90s diss tracks were. Even Tupac, was like I'd hit him up. There's like also
Yeah, you
there's
skip
other people
after
on it.
Tupac on that too.
hated DNA. I did not. I do not like
What?
him.
Oh, that's one of my favorite Kung
I-
Fu Penny songs, man.
Man, I cannot get into it. I mean, he's an okay rapper, but I just don't give a fuck about anything he's saying. It's so monotonous and boring to me.
Alright,
I
fair
agree.
enough.
It's literally like one of my least favorite songs on the play. I like that barely more than Jump Shards.
He was one that like I kept seeing his name come up on like all of the sites that I follow and shit. And he was one that I was like, okay, I don't really do hip hop, but like maybe I should check this guy out. And like maybe I would like this guy because it seems like maybe I would like this guy.
Yeah, he's
Well-
touted as like the next Tupac. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But then I check him out and it still just it doesn't do anything for me.
I'm not
Dude,
into
I will say-
Kendrick is he's not like on my top 10 or nothing, but he's never put out anything that I ever thought was whack.
I like him.
Yeah. I
See,
like
I
I've
I'll
given
come-
it a shot many times and I cannot do it.
again, I'm coming from a different time frame. Obviously, I'm the oldest right now. Currently, Brandon's
Oh,
probably.
you're currently the oldest one.
You're always
Is there
gonna
gonna
be,
some
Smithy.
sort of time
Well, no,
travel? It's gonna be about
Yeah,
some
I think Tag. I think Tags is older than me. I think he might be.
He
I
ain't
think
here
you're,
right
I
now.
think you're
though.
right. I think you're right. But he's not here, so
But yeah, so that's why I'm currently the oldest. And in terms of like old school hip hop, when I listen to like Kendrick Lamar, like that is a good. I was hesitant to listen to that because I like to stay in my '90s box. Like that's my era. You give me the old '80s, '90s. That's
that
anything
90s
after
vibes.
that.
Well, you listen to Mad City, and that's got MC8 at the end of it.
Right, and that's the '90s artist, and
Dre's on that album too.
and that's what,
Kid, Mad City.
and that's
He produced it.
You should listen to that album. Actually,
well, I own that. I own that album. That's
okay.
I respect out of the. I was hesitant to listen to him not from this playlist, but before.
Listen, Smoothie, find a better Kendrick song that you think I would like and put it on there, and I'll give it another go. I want to like Kendrick Lamar because I hate feeling like I'm the fucking guy that hates Kendrick Lamar. But
No,
you're allowed to not like him. I mean,
he's also a really good feature rapper too.
No,
like he's one of those dudes that like.
Come on.
No, Kyle. What if you don't like Kendrick? That's fine. If you don't like, what I'm saying is in terms of
I'm missing something though. Honestly, like
no. What I'm saying,
it's not hitting your likes, man. That's fine.
He's not like what I would consider a new rapper. Like he at least sounds like he would fit in that 90s. I put him all in that 90s box. So if you can fit into that box,
Kendrick Lamar's been around since like 2008.
And he has been around.
Yeah, he's been on my radar for a while.
But he has that.
Look at you, Mr. Kendrick Lamar hipster.
And that's
dude. I remember I was on.
I've been reading
old school
Dinosaur Dracula since 2003, and
he's a living meme.
But
I spend a lot of time on the internet.
That's
not a positive thing.
Going back, Kyle. Sorry. If you don't like Kendrick Lamar, that's your thing. Like I don't know. Like I don't listen to him enough to say you have to listen to this, or whatever. I appreciate him because he's has that more of the 90s flow, going, and that's what I appreciate and like about it. He's not that whatever the lil whatever, however many artists there are nowadays.
Yeah.
Are you going after trap music, SoundCloud rappers and shit like that? Is that what you're doing? You're throwing the names in the street?
No, because if you're
the littles,
if you're substantial, but I try and stay away from the face tattooed people. And I know there's other people I listen to.
That's exactly what you just described as like the SoundCloud mumble rapper dude.
Yeah, that's
all of them are face tats.
And that is
what about this playlist?
No, this is all part of
it. I bet I could put one on there that you would dig.
All right, please do. I challenge everyone to. Please do.
What, a mumble rapper, a current rapper?
I
can't. I won't say mumble rap, but I could definitely get a SoundCloud dude on there that I bet you dig.
Okay, if he's like that, and that's fine. Like the furthest I'll go is Ouija Mac, and he's not. He's all right, but he's not the greatest, and he has face tattoos. That's the only.
Certainly is that. And
see, we're all going to keep attacking this playlist as like, I'm going to find the thing that like these guys are going to like that they didn't expect to like, which is kind of cool.
That's what I was. You want to know what the sad thing is? That's what I was really hoping with Jam Chart. I was like, you know what?
I started off hating it.
I love it.
I started off hating it. I really have never been a dubstep person, but by the end of it, I was actually kind of grooving to it, so I didn't mind it. By the end,
that one was, I thought, was like the most introductory dubstep song ever, because
the problem I had with it,
and there's a slow build.
One of my biggest problems with it that I have with the genre itself is there's like a few times where the sound effects were just like so gratingly high pitched it just pissed me off. There's only a couple times where that happened, but other than that, I was like, all right, this isn't too bad.
I don't mind the genre, but it's just the way, like some of the
I've never liked
some of the noises it makes just like drove me fucking bonkers.
Yeah,
I like your reaction video that you posted in the chat room.
I was literally like doing that to myself, and I was like I react when I was
like, am I being personally attacked here?
Kind of were.
My wife got me tickets to Excision for Christmas. He's like one of he's one of the like big major dudes in the genre, and he has. I saw him last year. I actually earlier this year in February. He's got a really seeing it live is a lot different because they bring that.
Oh, I'm sure it's so much fun live.
Do you do drugs? Do you do drugs personally when you go watch this guy?
Oh hell yeah!
All right, that makes sense.
Hell yeah! I mean, I listen to it like casually, like sober as a fox. But also, like, if you like
Sober as a
go to a
fox.
show, like whether you're smoking weed or doing acid or Molly or whatever, it and seeing all the visual stuff, it's really cool.
All right.
I recommend doing that, but it's just really fun. Just make sure you have an Uber or something, not driving.
Yeah.
That would be scary.
Good disclaimer there.
Service
Thank you, Eric.
I liked the Spite song, IED. I thought that was fucking pretty sweet.
It's pretty
Yeah, that
good.
was my risky one. I'm like, you know what? I don't know if anyone's into this stuff at all, but this is my favorite Spite
Well,
song.
I mostly am. It's the guy's voice sometimes cracks, and it's weird to me. But
I love his voice. It's like super unique for like
yeah, that's
the
kind
kind
of
of
what I like
music.
about it. It's like, you know, metal, death, and all that shit kind of has the same sound, especially vocally. And that guy has more of a unique sound. But sometimes it's like, all right, what's with this high pitched shit that he's doing? He's like squeaking. Like it reminded me
Doing
of
some Chris
some
Barnes.
old, yeah, Chris Barnes.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool.
Reminded me almost of like old Jonathan Davis, the way he was like overly
A little
emotional.
bit. One
Yeah.
of his big influences is Corey Taylor
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
from Slipknot.
Definitely hear that.
Damn, Scott, hitting that bottle there, aren't you?
Yep.
Bitch about the damn Switch.
Oh, real quick, my other song, the last one we haven't touched on.
Oh, the Styles
Life. Yeah. How do y'all feel about the Locks and Style? Not necessarily a song, but
No, it wasn't a lock song. It was Styles P. There's a difference there, my friend.
well, no. Thank you, Aaron. I know the big difference. I'm saying in terms of the Locks and Styles, the Locks.
I will tell you this. Styles P will never ever be one of my favorite dudes ever.
Really?
Pharaoh Monk, on the other hand, is awesome, and I appreciated his verse. But I
So
do
why-
not like Styles P.
Really? Well, why is that?
Dude, I Jadakiss all day long. I don't think he's a good rapper. He
Really?
rhymed garbage with orange once. And I really don't appreciate that.
When did he-
Very.
Give it that one.
I thought the song was very mediocre. It was not bad, but I didn't care about
I
it.
picked
No,
that
it was very of
He's
its
hip-hop
era.
to
It was
me.
like
It's
an,
all right,
it was
this
like
is exactly what I expect Smoothie to put on.
late
Well-
90s, early 2000s style rap, which is not like my favorite shit. Like
but
right after that, when it's the crunk era, that I can totally get into.
see that just shows where I'm at versus where you're at. See, that whole album where that was on, like the Gangster and a Gentleman album. That's where that's from. There's a bunch of other songs I could have put on there. I would particularly like that song, but so you'll take you. What about Styles P? Don't you like? You just think he's
I don't think he's a great MC. I don't like his voice. I don't like the way he raps.
okay.
I don't think he's that great that lyrically, especially when he's on songs with Jadakiss, who's miles and miles ahead of him.
It's clear.
skill-wise.
It's clear that Jadakiss is the standout on
Oh yeah.
the Locks. Like he is the front runners. But see, again, that all goes back to where the era that I grew up in. Like when they first, I know the Rough Rider, but when they first came out in Bad Boy, Money, Power, Respect, and we're doing all the stuff with Bad Boy and everything, like I like that. And when he came out with the solo album, I thought that his first album particularly, was great. This was the second to last song, I believe, on the album. But that whole album, if you haven't listened to A Gangster and a Gentleman, I definitely recommend it. It's one of my favorite. Maybe you have listened to it and your opinion is still the same, but definitely give it a listen. And where it's gotten.
I wasn't a huge fan of it. I'll probably pass on it, honestly. Like, I mean, that was just okay to me.
on the song itself. But have you ever,
throw another one on there that you think I might like. I'll listen to it. I'd be happy to. I want to find songs that I like.
I would definitely recommend that song is like it's like a hidden or bonus track on A Gangster and a Gentleman. That was his debut solo album from Locks. I can listen to that album front to back any day. That's my favorite Styles P album. And maybe on the next playlist I'll throw some other tracks.
There's only one Styles P thing that I can think of that I really like, and that's he does a song with Ill Bill.
No,
it's got like a metal beat, and it's pretty dope. So there's my positive thing I could say about Styles P.
No, that's fine. We have our opinion. I always appreciate him. That's cool. But you're right. Jadakiss is the standout from the Locks.
Oh yeah, Jadakiss rules.
He is the thing. But I think them as a collective, as the Locks, are a good mesh and worth listening to. I appreciate.
They're good yin and a yang. One is really good, and the other one is the opposite of that.
All right.
I'm just fucking with you, Booty.
That's all right. Where'd Scott go? Where'd Scott? Did he disappear?
Well, the show must go on.
It must.
That's true.
What else was on there that you guys liked or didn't like?
I think that's about it for me as far as stuff that stood out or whatever.
Okay.
The other song that I had was Battle Flag by Low Fidelity All Stars. That was a song that I've liked, that I've listened to like since it came out, like 1999. It's a little bit ahead of its time. It's like in some like industrial rock kind of.
Who put that on?
More on like the what's that?
Who put that on there? You?
It was me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That was like it was a song that I always really liked.
Yeah, it's all
like,
right.
Yeah,
I wasn't a huge fan of it, but it's not really my shit.
Right.
I love Terry Fold though. I love it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that was Scott. And I told him to put that one on there. I'm like, put on Terry Fold, because that song is hilarious.
I had listened to that song so many goddamn times before.
It was playing earlier when I was listening to it earlier when I was like doing dishes and shit, and like Alexis was on the computer and she's like, that song is really inappropriate.
Certainly is for kids, but my kids like to listen to it. So
did you guys like, I put it on there just pretty recently, but the Flipside song Sleepy Lion, did you like that song?
All right. So
it really wasn't for me.
Yeah.
It kind of, honestly, it reminded me of like when Cottonmouth Kings would do like reggae songs on their album.
Yeah, okay.
That's what it reminded me of big time.
I like I think it's very like standard and ordinary, the song itself. I literally just discovered it and posted it like on there that 2 minutes after I discovered it. I was like, sweet, I didn't know they did a song this year, but I happened to listen to it and I was like, okay, it's not bad. But then Piper, the rapper, he hops on there at the end. He fucking
that was pretty dope
song, dude. Like I literally, like, I don't do this very often, but I literally rewound it just to listen to his verse like 3 times in a row. I was like, holy fucking shit, this dude shreds on this song. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was a dope song.
But
that end part was pretty dope. The rest of it was kind of whatever.
Yeah, I hear you.
Hey, Aaron, were you Human Cloth?
No, that was Kyle.
Yeah, I put that on there.
Oh, that's a good
one of my favorite Gmo songs.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That was good. Gmo's another one. He's Eminem-esque, if you will. Like, that's whenever I hear him, I think of that. But he was on my top albums of 2018 with legit 2018 album, Filth Factory.
Yeah,
I appreciate everything he does.
That album's okay. I really like literally everything else he's done more than that.
Really, you don't like I can listen to that front to back.
It's good. It has some standout songs at the end, I think. Ocarina of Crime is one of my favorite songs, but there's some songs
I do love that. Ocarina of Crime is a great.
Yeah, it's just so sweet. But there's some songs toward the end that like are about some real shit. Like you could tell, like You know, he write one of the songs. He's talking about like one of his teachers, like "fuck you" or whatever the fuck he says, and you know, you can tell it's like real like shit. And I like that kind of stuff. I appreciate it. And you know, there's some standout songs on it, but My Filthy Spirit Bomb is, I think, 10 times better.
Oh, that's a great album.
Yeah.
1 and 2, I think, are better than it too. But if you're going to listen to one of his albums, of those 4 that I've heard, I would definitely, and 8-Bit Filth is me too.
I like it, Bill Filth.
I say My Filthy Spirit Bomb is by far like that's the one that like to me like is like the best introductory album for him.
That's a good one. No, I haven't listened to any of the prior to MNE, like the Android Filthy.
Yeah, that one's sweet too. Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's that fucking single on that one? That was super good. Can't remember the name of it.
That's a good one.
There's a video for it.
None of his shit has disappointed me, but like I said, Charlie is my least favorite. He went for a concept album and it was fine, but there's some that's just not great.
Yeah, I mean, that one, it wasn't my favorite thing, but I mean, it's still dub because it's Gmo, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel it.
Good time. It looks like Scott disappeared there for a second. I'm going to disappear to take a pee.
So what's the plan with the playlist then? Are we just gonna like add different songs to it every week and talk? Are you guys gonna talk about it? Is that the idea?
Yeah, talk about the playlist. Yeah. Continue to talk about the playlist.
Okay.
Yeah. The only thing I worry about is that maybe we should make it a little shorter than it is now, or else it's going to take up half of every show that we do if we go into it like we've gone into this one.
If you're gonna do it every week, I'd say maybe only add like 2 songs.
Exactly. I was thinking 2 or 3 songs max instead of I think we added like 4 or 5 songs on this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
I like it. I like the dialogue that it gets you listening to shit. So
absolutely.
Word.
But I don't want to take up half an episode every episode to talk about it either, though. So.
Yeah, I feel you.
We can kill it right now.
No, I don't want to kill it. I just want to. I think just make it a little shorter.
Okay.
Well, we talked about the ones everybody wanted to talk about, I guess.
Sure.
I'm looking at the list. There's no other standout ones really for me. I just seen this D. Snyder one. Did you just add that one?
That was Taggart, actually. He was listening to the show, and we were talking about it. And I was like, add some songs.
The album cover for that song is fucking incredible.
I like the song a lot. He's like, I've been listening to this song. I was like, add it to the playlist. I like that song. I think it's good.
The chorus of it is totally ripped off Book of Heavy Metal, though.
Have you ever
heard that song? The Book of Heavy Metal.
Oh,
by a band called Dream Evil. It came out forever ago.
I guess you better put it on the next week's playlist.
Yeah, there you go.
Bam, 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 bam.
Oh, that song rules. I wouldn't mind putting it on there. All of you will like it.
Yeah. I've always been a D. Snyder and Twisted Sister fan. I think it's a cool song. That whole album was like actually pretty good. Surprisingly, like D. Snyder, I thought made a pretty good album. Really good album.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I don't really have an opinion on it.
Brandon, were there any on there for you, Brandon, that like you're surprised you liked?
I mean, not with the exception of the one that I said that Aaron added, that Billy, I don't want to, is it Eilish? Yeah, I liked that. So. Yeah, I liked that. No, there wasn't much else that did much for me.
That's a shame.
I mean,
as much music as you like, man, it's crazy like that.
But I know nothing of the hip hop world whatsoever, and it hasn't interested me. It's just not my thing. But I'll keep listening to it. Eventually, there'll probably be something that's like, oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
yeah, I feel you. I want like somebody to post a song that like, where's the next artist? That I'm like, God damn, I'm gonna download all their albums. You know what I mean? Like, I don't ever listen to new music, so a lot of this is like the first I've ever branched out in quite a long time, to be quite honest.
Yeah, I like this. I mean, like, you know, obviously, like, I'm the minority here. Like, the rest of you all like dig all of this kind of stuff, so I don't mind being the guy that just throws in a couple obscure rock songs that whatever.
Well, put some more in there that are like classics to you that you think we should dig. Whether we do or not. I want to hear music you think we should like. Everyone should like.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Like.
Sweet.
Sounds good.
Yep.
We'll do. Anything else, boys?
No.
No, I don't think so. We were supposed to talk about our favorite moments of the podcast for the year, but I don't.
Smoothie, you got anything for that?
Favorite moments of podcast? Where do we?
Simpsons the manga.
Yeah, Simpsons the manga. Aaron's shining moment at the very end of an episode.
Made me laugh for a while. That's so
Smoothies. Switch rant is probably the gold medal winner of
Oh,
year
no.
one.
I take it back. Smoothie picking The Room as his favorite movie.
Yeah,
Mhm.
It's a pretty good one. Still in
Yeah.
awe.
Yeah, still haven't quite got over that one.
Still trying to process that.
When you don't watch movies or I should say, when you don't stay asleep, or when you don't stay awake
You don't stay asleep enough for movies.
for
Yeah.
movies, you kind of miss them. Hopefully 2019 will be better, but
I doubt it.
Probably not.
yeah, I'm gonna say, but hopefully, but going back
We're staying optimistic here.
our goals and tracking everything, so at least we can go back and say, oh, I fell asleep during this, let me go back and rewatch this or re-listen to this. Because I'll fall asleep during music too, it doesn't matter, it's all good.
Smoothie's next favorite movie is Minority Report for next year.
There we go.
That's a great
Animal House, by the way.
Animal House, yeah. Anyway,
Cool. It was a good year.
Train coming.
Yay,
towards
2018.
we actually did it. We did a whole year. We've almost done at our year anniversary. I'm sure we'll do at least 26 of the 52 years. Or
So look.
weeks.
So check this out. I made this little note on my phone of Howdy Inc. 2018 and numbers.
Okay.
So Howdy Inc. Howdy Radio. Howdy Radio. Yeah, kind of. Howdy Radio, The Next Generation. Episodes 24 through 35 came out this year. 11 episodes. The Unknown Podcast 1 through 23. So 23 episodes. Unknown Wrestling Podcast, 1 episode. And the one that never got any attention at all, Tyler and Lane Try Hot Sauces, which was a great idea that we had one afternoon that lasted for 1 episode also.
I never watched that shit.
So it was
I
my
had
kids'
no
idea.
idea
They're like,
about
let's
that.
do this and let's do it. And we never did it again. So
Right.
in 2018, Howdy Inc. released 36 new episodes of something. That's pretty good.
That's fucking sweet.
Yeah.
It's the year of the ink.
You know,
All right.
I will say, if looking back at Howdy Inc. As a whole, some of the shows I thought were good. I love Barcast. If you could bring that back, that'd be great somehow.
Just drunk as shit talking in a bar.
But I think it was cool because it was done in
Yeah.
a bar. I think that was like the
That was one of my favorite ideas that we kind of came up with that we didn't follow through with.
and because you had the establishment was on board with you, and then you
Yeah.
bring in people from who were there, you may or may not know that.
Yeah.
Jump on that. I thought that was a cool idea.
Mhm.
But then that was what, Barcast, is that what I said? But the other one where you did the beer reviews, I thought that was quite a few years ago, where you
Yeah.
drank a beer or whatever. I thought that was a great idea.
Yep.
Something to move
It was
forward.
like 10 years ago, I think.
That was a while back. Yeah.
It was a while back, but that was pretty consistent when you did
For a
it.
little while. Yeah.
But moving forward in terms of these projects, I think
Moving forward, we got the 2 shows. We're going to keep doing Howdy Radio and we're going to keep doing this one. And hopefully
And
We make them.
That'll probably be it.
even better. Yeah, I mean that's probably it. But
Yeah.
shit, I had
Enough.
I had another thought on there, but I am freaking.
I'm sure you did.
Feeling good.
I think
I'm feeling
you.
good at this moment. Oh, real quick before we head out of here,
Damn it.
real quick,
Yep.
let me talk about something for 45
let me
minutes.
talk about
Ex murder boys, here we come.
let me talk about the Switch. This is shit.
What?
No.
What do you want, Smithy? What do you got?
No, I just want to ask: Did you guys ever get around to watching Christmas Eve on Sesame Street or what?
No, I
Yeah.
started it for my kids, and none of them gave a shit about it, so I turned it off.
Fair enough. Brandon, you were saying yes. You watched it.
I turned it on Christmas Eve, I think it was. And I turned it on. I said, I'm turning this on because it was a recommendation from Smoothie on the podcast. And everybody was in the room at the time, but the kids left the room like shortly thereafter. And then it was just me and Liz sitting there watching it. And multiple times she said, what the fuck is happening in my life right now?
You're watching them on Sesame Street on Christmas on Ice. Yeah,
And,
it was something else.
Yeah, I would never.
So, we were like, what's going on here? Like it is like on ice, but it's
But
like
it's
in
not.
it's in like a, I don't know. It was, I got through about half of it before I turned it off. So I got further than probably Scott did.
All right.
I wasn't really paying attention. It was just on, but no one was really watching it.
Hey, I guess
Yeah, it was more background noise once
I guess the biggest takeaway was at least I shared my fucking Plex.
yeah.
Yeah, you finally did. We followed through with what you
That's
wanted.
I still got to share
For
it.
better or worse.
Aaron. I know. But
800 some movies that you've purchased.
I can't get over that you have ripped every fucking thing in your Plex library.
watch,
That you've owned. You own everything almost. Almost, you said. Obviously, you didn't buy that. Wait, you did buy that Sesame Street, didn't you?
I did buy. I did
God damn, dude. How do you find
because I
Shit.
looked for it back in the day. I liked it. That was a part of my childhood, and I like it. I didn't watch it this year. I didn't watch A Christmas Story this year. I watched A Christmas Vacation. That was about it. Honestly, of the Christmas movies, it was a weird holiday this year in terms of that.
because you were drunk throughout all of it?
Probably may or may not have played a part of that, but
Yeah.
All
So
right.
we just turned on like on Christmas morning. I turned on A Christmas Story, and then we just like turned on a different movie after that throughout the rest of the day, just like as back in the background. Home Alone and
you know
all the
that's all I
different
want.
ones.
That's all I want to see. Christmas Story for this year was as a background, but because I don't have cable now, I thought I had it ripped, and I don't. So I have the DVD somewhere. I think Casey has it.
It's on my Plex.
I should have watched it on your Plex. So there we go. Missed opportunity, I guess. I can still watch it. I think I will have to watch it.
Oh no, the time has passed now. Fuck it now.
Well, that's what we tried to watch last Saturday night. Well, not A Christmas Story, but A Christmas Story live when they did.
I never did watch that.
I enjoyed it last year when we watched it, but that's what we were trying to watch last week when I got kicked up to the bedroom because I was snoring and drunk. And,
Well, you better stop that.
All right, let's wrap this shit up, fellas.
Yep. Where can we find you, Smoothie?
you can find me at INC_smoothie on the Twitters and the Instagram, and INC Smoothie Entertainment at YouTube. On YouTube, you can find me there, and INCSmoothieEntertainment.com. That is my blog site that hasn't been uploaded in some time, but hopefully in 2019 goals, you will see some updates.
Brandon, where can we find you?
Captain Howdy 1027 on Instagram and Twitter.
Kyle.
HowdyInc.com.
Yeah, howdyinc.com, at howdyinc on the Twitters.
Yeah.
Kyle, give us everything.
I do a podcast with my buddy Enz every Tuesday-ish around 11 to 12 live on Facebook. Catch it at iconoclash.net for all links. Be on the lookout for the new Easy album coming in 2019 along
That's
with
what you said.
along with It Was Aliens podcast and Dick
Dick Rip is.
It's all happening.
The
So, like-
Dark Forces
so, like, if I make-
joint keys EP.
Yep.
Oh shit! Yeah, 3 from Hell.
Yeah.
Look out for that shit next year. Fuck it,
Definitely happening.
without a doubt.
Return to the Rippers.
All right, Aaron, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter, I guess. At HYZTERIK. Hysteric.
Sweet.
Sometimes I tweet original stuff. Usually I just retweet stuff I think is funny.
Same.
Sweet. Find
I
me
don't
at
have
the
any
garbage
social media
bin.
to promote.
At the garbage bin, Twitter and Instagram. Find us on the Unknown Pod on Instagram, unknownpod.com, and podcast the Unknown on Twitter, or not Twitter, Instagram. Yeah,
Confusing.
that was
I need to
a
update the
failure on my
website.
part.
Yeah. I need to update the website so it has like proper links to all of this shit.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
As long as one source has all the links to it, you'll be good, man.
Yeah. And the website does
our
not have all
our
of that.
posts do. I've updated our posts to have all that good shit.
Gotcha.
And
All right. Well, happy 2018, everybody. See you next
Yeah.
year.
Hold on.
see you next. Oh shit, Smoothie's got more shit to say.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
Damn.
No, this, damn it. No. This is quick. Just before we head out for the final time for 2018, let's just go around the room and what we appreciated for 20. Not in terms of the podcast, just in general. 2018. What do you have to say, Brandon? In 2018, good, bad, indifferent.
It was all right. It was just another year. I'm glad we stuck with this. This
Yeah,
is a big accomplishment of 2018.
I would say
honestly.
so.
It really is. I'm glad that we've done this.
Definitely.
Word.
What about you? 2018.
For me, I am thankful that I also stuck with my podcast throughout the year. I did not think I would, and it's improved, and we've done all kinds of fun stuff and put it on wax. I'm also I got a new job, which was cool. But nothing else crazy happened. It was a good year. Nothing bad happened, thankfully. So it was all right.
Aaron, what about you?
I had an okay year. I can't complain. I had a really
There it
fun
is.
job over. I was the store manager at our this local Spirit, and it was an old Toys R Us, so that was pretty
Nice.
sweet.
That was pretty sweet. All right. Scott, what about you? 2018.
It was fine. No, I'm glad that I did this. This gave me something else to do than the same old shit. And I lost some weight, and that's all there is to it. There it is.
Hell yeah.
All right. Then for my 2018, it sucked. No,
Well, there it is. Smoothie just had to bring it down at the very last second.
no,
That's what it is, man.
I'm ready. I'm ready for the new year.
I am too.
2018 wasn't too bad. I'm glad that we stuck through. I'm glad we're sitting here doing this right now. It's 12:30 date wise, December 30th. And
Okay.
well, it said 12th. Shut up.
It's just like, all right.
I'm glad we've stuck through this. And just looking forward to the 2019 new year, new restart. I've started new me, yes, new me, doing all that again, and all that good stuff. But all in all, 2018. Thank you for the times we've had.
Well, fuck you. Bye, 2018. Eat my dick.
And this has been the
Hashtag eat
podcast.
my dick.
Eat Scott's.
Peace.
Peace.
Bye.
Peace.
All right, and we are good there. We're going to stop the live broadcast. Peace out to all you two viewers, which is probably one of us too.